right, here we are live on draft day. This is going to be exciting. Um, we are going to be covering the 2026 NFL draft. Me and Austin's going to have a commentary about it or what's going on. Um, so, I mean, we pretty much agree the first pick. We know what that's going to be. I mean, that's a no doubter. Uh, I don't have any doubt on who that's going to be. What do you think? Mendoza all the way?
I mean, it has to be unless they pull a rug out from under us, which would be wild.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see that happen, but I do see Bailey going early. Arvell Reese from Ohio State, I believe he'll be in the top five. The big mystery is number two. I think it's going to be Albury Reese. That's my opinion. I'm not guaranteed. But I want to ask you, before we get started on the draft, how many quarterbacks do you think is going to go in this draft?
At max, two.
Two? I think the same thing. I don't think we're going to see more than two. Do you think this is going to lean more heavily to the defensive side than the offensive side?
Absolutely. I think the main people in the offensive side that's going to get drafted tonight will be the wide receivers and the offensive line.
Yeah, so we're going to, as these draft picks are going, we're also going to talk the impact on how this is going to affect fantasy on the Dynasty side. Remember, guys, we talk IDP, we talk offense and everything, so always keep in mind, and when I say IDP, I'm not talking double penetration. I'm talking defensive player, all right? So I just want to get that clear before you guys think you're watching the wrong channel. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I figured that would be something we all need.
I am going to go ahead and tell you that I am going to be very selfish tonight because we're doing this for everybody, but I'm also being really selfish because this is going to affect not only your team, but my team and our dynasty. So you're going to get a live reaction of how I'm going to feel if I think this is good for me or I think it's going to suck for the people that I have on my team already.
Yeah. And we're going to go back and forth to we'll show some commentary of what's going on at the draft. It's currently happening in Pittsburgh. As you guys can see, there's a large crowd out there getting excited. So we're excited to kind of see who's going to be that. Well, we already know who Las Vegas Raiders is going to get. I don't see anybody spending money to go up, and that is a huge crowd. You know, that's on my bucket list to do is go to one of these draft events. And
that would be cool.
Yeah, we're going to try to do it live one year. That'd be even better. So I just wanted to kind of point that out. So you guys, we're going to be bouncing back and forth and showing you what's actually happening, where we're at. But as these picks come out, we're also going to discuss how they impact Dynasty and how is it going to impact the rookie drafts coming up for Dynasty. And then on top of that, what impacts and what major impacts will happen in redraft. Now, a lot of your redraft leagues don't include defensive players. So the defensive side, we'll give you guys an uptick in case you do have a redraft that has defensive players. But we'll also tell you how each pick, where they went, and where would they land in the current rookie draft for fantasy. In fantasy, we'd be doing a 12 round. They got 32 rounds in the NFL. And usually most IDPs are quarterback flex, so quarterbacks usually go good. But I don't know if Mendoza is that guy that will steal the one-on-one in a Dynasty Fantasy League. I think it's going to probably be someone else. And I think as the draft unfolds, we can discuss who do we think them players are.
I'm going to go ahead and say the one-on-one will be Jeremiah Love.
Oh, I believe the same thing.
Now, when I say that, just a reminder, I'm talking about rookie drafts, not the actual draft. But I think it'll be Jeremiah Love, the 101, and then the 102, especially in Superflex. It'll be Fernando as 102.
Yeah, so they're talking quarterbacks right now at the draft. So, interesting. I mean, I'm looking at Ben Roethlisberger walking out, Pittsburgh. I'm not a big Steelers fan, but I got some family members that are. Oh man, I gotta love the Terry Bradshaw. He's on the stage right now. You gotta love him, and you got Ben Roethlisberger. I mean,
Well, now if they can actually get a good quarterback to play for today's team.
I think they have him. I think they do have him, and I don't think he's out there yet. I think in time we're gonna see him, and I believe Will Howard could possibly be it, or maybe not. But I want to say this. Okay, so let's just focus on the draft before we get too much into the Steelers. Okay, so our first pick is going to be Las Vegas Raiders. Second, right now, New York Jets. Third, Arizona. Fourth, Tennessee Titans. Fifth, Giants. Sixth, Cleveland. I think the biggest shocker was New York Giants getting 10.
It has officially started.
Yeah, so the Raiders are on the clock. And you can see the Raiders are getting. We all know Mendoza is going to be the guy. So, honestly,
real quick. I know we're getting into this though, but let's talk about. I want to know what you out of the fantasy room in real life, because you're an Eagles fan. I want to know what you hope the Eagles get in the first round.
Oh. I mean, we're picking on down the line here. We don't have a pick until what? Philadelphia. Do we even
23rd.
23rd. So, yeah, around 23rd, I think we should go for some kind of offensive lineman or a defensive guy. I don't really see the offensive really needing much help. I mean,
I've heard rumors y'all might try to snag a receiver.
Now, a receiver would be nice, but why would you do that unless we plan on trading AJ Brown,
which has been a rumor that is a good possibility now. So we will see. In my opinion, if y'all wind up actually grabbing a receiver in the first round, that ultimately tells me that y'all are definitely possibly trading AJ Brown.
Yeah, so right now we're looking at Fernando Mendoza's family. They're all gathered around him. He's all dressed up. I think he's pretty much suited up to go out there. But I mean, we're still at the first pick and they ain't announced it yet.
They're gonna take their time on this.
Yeah, they are. So, I mean, I just want to kind of glance over there, check them out. Other first round drafts they've noticed on here is Joe Burrow, Jameis Winston, Cam Newton. It's a common thread. I mean, quarterbacks usually do go in first pick. Projected first pick right now is him. So, I mean, this is exciting. I'm excited. But I honestly don't think he's going to be the starter. That's where it's kind of like it's.
So you think he's going to sit behind Kirk Cousins for a little bit?
Yes, I do think he's going to sit by Kirk Cousins for a little bit.
By the way, I'm hearing, looking at people's reports and hearing what people are saying, I think that is a very strong possibility of that actually happening.
Right. So, I mean, I'm watching some plays right now by him. He's an impressive quarterback.
But, I mean, if you don't have to, why rush the guy? Let him sit back there. Let him learn how to be an NFL pro. Because some kids nowadays don't, they want to get out on the field so fast, they don't even know how to be an NFL pro, and then they're out there, acting a fool and getting in trouble with the law and stuff. So, it doesn't hurt people, and especially quarterbacks. We've seen it. Patrick Mahomes actually sat out a year when he was drafted in the first round. Well, the Chiefs.
Yeah, so they're in the draft room right now, shaking hands, getting excited.
Yeah.
We all know who they're going to pick. It's Mendoza. If they pick anybody else, I'd be shocked.
So this is already a no-brainer. It's the rest of the draft is what's going to be interesting.
Yeah, so why are we waiting just to tell his story? We're waiting a full whatever. I mean...
Oh, yeah, they're going to milk it. They're going to milk it. That's just building suspense. They're gonna milk it.
Yes, they are. So, I mean, this is definitely going to bolster up the Raiders. So, we're going to the Raiders team right now. We'll do NFL teams. I mean, he's got
The
a
pick
good
is
running.
in.
Yeah, the pick is in. Okay.
I think if they bolster up that offensive line, which they have been doing in the offseason in free agency, this team is going to look so different now.
So we're going to go over here and take a look. Right now he's being compared. Here goes. We're talking about, look at him, man. He just in the pocket, throws that ball. Impressive deep ball accuracy. I mean, in fantasy, that's just going to light it up, guys. I mean, points, if he's playing. But this year, I don't think he's going to be that much of an impact. So, I mean,
I think at first he might not start, but I think if Kirk Cousins struggles anytime during the year, I think they'll quickly pull Kirk Cousins out and throw him in.
do you think he's really going to struggle?
Kirk Cousins? I mean,
Yeah.
he struggled with the Falcons. And they pulled the plug on him quick and put Michael Penix in. So it's not out of the realm for him to, not struggle. All right. They're about to announce it. Dun, 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 dun.
Done. Here we go, guys. Big announcement. So here comes Roger Dell. Let's get this over there and let's see what's going on. Fernando Mendoza. How did we know?
Oh my God.
How do we know? How did we know?
It's almost like we knew.
Yeah. I mean,
Now the rest of the draft gets interesting.
is he even live at the draft? No.
No, he's at his house. He's partying.
Wow. So he didn't even go to the draft. Shocking.
Well, honestly, I don't blame him. If he wants to chill at the house with his family and stuff, because, you can only take so many people to the draft. And look at that crowd. I mean, yeah, look at that crowd.
Yeah.
He wanted to party at his house.
Yes, I see that. So back to us, I mean, it was common sense that this was going to be.
The Jets are on the clock now.
Jets. So, do you think? I think they're going to probably. I mean, it's going to be a defense. I think they're going to go for a defensive player. Why would you pick any offensive player right at this pick 2, round 1? I mean, I could see maybe after the 5th pick, but offensive lineman, I think
it'll be a defensive player. It would be silly for them to go for anything else right now. It'll be a defensive player.
So who's your projection? Who do you think they're going to go for?
I actually was thinking about this on the way home today because of getting prepped for the draft and stuff. It might be Reese, honestly. I'm thinking it's going to be Reese.
You think it's going to? I think it'll be Reese. I do too. I believe that is going to be the guy. I mean, it just makes sense.
I mean, they could go another defensive player, but I'm like 85% positive they're gonna go with Reese.
So right now they're interviewing Mendoza at the draft while they're getting ready to announce the next pick. Everybody's excited. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's like the most built up nothing. I mean, But I think it's like that every year. I think we've always been pretty much guaranteed we know who we're going to get. You know, first round ain't a question mark.
Yeah. Oh yeah, especially if it's a quarterback involved. If the team needs a quarterback and they're the 101 and stuff, you know, it's usually a gimme.
So now, with knowing he's going to be a backup, and in the green room, they're showing who is that? Well, that's David Bailey, edge rusher.
Yeah, that's David Bailey.
No, I didn't know who the other guy
Jets.
was. I got a glance over there and I didn't pick up who it was.
The Jets turned in their pick, so we're about to find out who he is.
All right, here we go. We're going to go here and so we're in the green room right now looking at that's Bailey, ain't it? Yeah, that's Bailey.
Yeah, that's David Bailey.
So Jets picks in. The other guy must have been Alvaro Reese. I missed it, but I was just kind of glancing over real quick. So let's see what the Jets pick. I mean, crowd's excited. Either one would be a good pick for number 2. I think this is going to set the tone. Whoever goes now, the other player will probably go next. I think that's how it's going to play out. I think that's where it's going to go. I think if Bailey goes now, Reese goes next pick. If Reese goes now, Bailey goes next pick. What do you think?
Yeah, that's exactly what's going. Well, I don't know. Yes, but I have also heard rumors that the Cardinals have been, you know, for the right price, they are willing to draft out of the 3rd pick. So the Cardinals pick is going to be very interesting, but if they stay, I do agree with that statement. All right, here it comes.
So I'm like silent. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out who they're picking. I'm getting a little bit.
Oh,
what?
Okay.
I missed it.
They went David Bailey.
David Bailey. Well, that's what we had predicted. Bailey or Alvaro Reese. I mean, what
Well,
was it?
I kind of went leaning towards Reese more, but, you know, this is still a good pick. All right, now.
So we know now we know who picked that. Now the big question is,
What are the Cardinals doing?
Yeah, what is the Cardinals doing? Because
I have heard it today actually about teams have called them and they've mentioned about if the right price was there, they would be willing to move out of the 3rd, which, in my opinion, would be a very hefty price to get all the way up to the 3rd pick.
right.
He's gonna be high in IDP drafts.
Test out the chat room. Yeah, so now Arizona's on the clock, and this is going to be, is a trade going to happen, or is Arizona going to pick? That is going to be the, that's going to be the thing here. I mean, at this point, that's going to help. Like, if Bailey's going to do good in a IDP draft, I'd be interested in, like, what pick do you think he'd go? From 1 through 12, do you think anybody would pick him up? I think for the Jets you would, because he'd be a starter. He's an edge rusher.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
and right now, the rookie draft for Dynasty is not that heavy in offensive players. You got a few good wide receivers that are in the top line, and then you got one quarterback, maybe two, that could go in the first round. Depends on the other one that goes in the late second, and really if they get a starting position. Um, I would say you'd have to at least draft would be what I mean. Jeremiah Love, and I think there's another running back maybe right behind him, or maybe two more. But yeah, within the top five of a dynasty fantasy. What do you think?
I can see that because right now, this is before the draft. On sleeper and mock drafts, he's ranked in rookie drafts around 15 or 16, but I think he can go. I think he's gonna skyrocket higher now since he got picked by the Jets. So I can see him going to the anywhere from. I mean, especially if you got a team that needs a defensive end, I can see them going anywhere from the 105 and back.
Right.
Especially since how this draft is so defensive heavy. This draft class is going to be really really good this year if your team really needs a revamp in defense.
Yeah, if you have defensive pick, you want to go this definitely. Now the
They're
curiosity.
clapping. They're clapping. I wonder what they did.
Well, they still got a minute and 58 seconds, and they ain't said their pick is in. So
No, but he's on the. So this dude's on the phone. I wonder what he's doing.
do you think they might go for a wide receiver? I mean, there's slight rumors that they could go
In Arizona.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You don't think no receiver possibility?
No, not right now. No, I think my opinion on them. They need to go. They need to wait till at least the second round if they're going to go a receiver, possibly third round.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. I'm trying to look something up real quick because I want to see. So they got Mendoza, but they have Kirk Cousins in front of him as a quarterback. Well, last year record was 3-14. Be kind of curious what Kirk Cousins does. They already got Fernando Mendoza on the roster as a rookie, right behind Kirk Cousins. They got the draft pick in.
Yeah, they didn't trade back. They actually made the pick. So I think it's going to be defensive player. I think it's going to be Reese here.
Do you think really it's going to be Reese?
I think so. If not, then Shiver Me Timbers, it's probably going to be Jeremiah Love.
Just don't see why would they pick Love? They got so much running back room.
Well, think about this. You got James Conner, right? He's been pretty hurt. Hang on a minute. Hey, if you need to, you can cut that down, and I can cut the candle light on. That way you can get him to sleep. All right, anyways, I'll keep talking while I'm doing this.
Yeah, so right now the commissioner's coming out, so
I'll finish my statement later.
All right. But cut over to the live broadcast for everybody. But
all right, here we go.
Here we go. We'll announce who the Arizona guy is. Wow! I did not see them actually pick. See, I think Tennessee called their bluff, and that's why, or Tennessee just didn't want them.
I think Tennessee wanted him, but I think when they were talking, I think the Cardinals wanted, if they were trying to trade, I think the Cardinals asked for a way too big of a price just to move up one spot.
Wow. I'm looking at
Which, you know what? This sucks for me because you got James Conner. Now he's going to be, I hate to say it, but he's going to be the backup. He's going to be the backup behind Jeremiah Love. You pick a running back at the third overall pick, there's no way you don't start him. That's just crazy. And then, Trey Benson, he's dead now in fantasy aspects, and I got both of them, so,
You think he's dead because of injuries, or he's just dead? You don't think he's going to ever come back and be the guy again?
Well, injuries and Trey Benson's got to beat James Conner. But we have seen over the years that the Cardinals love James Conner. They literally brought James Conner back.
This is another one team that had a 3-14 record. I just can't believe they're picking him. I'm like looking at the roster. I mean, like you said, it's a loaded room. I mean, you got Tyler Algier now, Trey Benson, James Conner, and now you're adding Jeremiah Love to the mix. So now you have 4 top-end running backs. Okay, guys? 4 top-end running backs.
So now what does the Titans go for? Because we all thought they were going to go Jeremiah Love. At least I did, and a lot of other people did when we were doing mock drafts, and I was hearing people talk and stuff. But now what does the Titans do?
So, yeah, well, that's where I'm confused. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 backs already. Now you're adding a 6th back to the roster. Jeremiah Love. And out of that, now, let me finish. I got Tyler Algier, Trey Benson, and James Conner as the top 3, and then Corey Keener and Bar Knight are just backups. But we're adding. This is like, I'm floored. I don't understand it. I don't understand the concept of what Arizona can do with all the running backs.
So, it's simple. People are going to get cut. Tyler Algier is probably going to compete with James Conner. I think Trey Benson is now whatever. No one cares anymore now.
Well, I bet people would pay for him. I bet other teams would trade for him.
Well, I hope you're right, because I am going to do just that in one of my leagues.
Because he was good. I mean, he wasn't a bad back. He just got hurt. I mean, James Conner gets hurt. I mean...
Yeah, but they're starting Jeremiah Love, and now it's going to be a carousel of who's going to be the backup. My opinion, I don't want to deal with that. Carousel backups, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
That's just a headache. I like it when we have a clear cut who's going to be the backup.
All right, so that kind of, now either Tennessee goes for a wide receiver or they pick up a defensive guy. I think they're going to go for a wide receiver at this point. Why wouldn't they?
True.
Or they go for Sonny Styles, Avery Reese, or...
I think they go for a defensive guy. They need help on that side real bad.
So who would you, as Tennessee Titans, since their hearts were just ripped from them probably, would love going at the 103, which is shocker.
I think Styles goes here.
You think Styles goes here? You don't think the Giants get Styles at 5? You think Styles goes with the Titans? You don't think Alvery Reese will fall farther?
It's either going to be Styles or Alvery Reese.
You don't think Caleb Downs is going to go this early, do you?
No, if anything, Caleb Downs is either going to go to the Giants.
Now, keep in mind, the Giants got the 5th pick and the 10th pick now because they traded Dexter and Lawrence for the Bengals.
Well, see, the Giants can go receiver and defense if they wanted to, because they need another another wide receiver, so they can go wide receiver or defense with either pick.
Yeah, so per Bell's best available, the top 3s is Alvery Reese, Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, and Jordan Tyson, which is a wide receiver. So he has 3 defensive guys in front of Jordan Tyson, and then he has Carnell Tate at 5. That's his best available, he says, right now. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess if I was Tennessee Titans, I would go with the Sonny Styles or the Alvery Reese because, their pick is in. No time behind here.
And another thing, Robert Saul is a defensive guy.
Yeah, he is. He is. That is true.
Hey, look at the 49ers defense. They were actually, all the defensive, when he used defensive coordinator, has been really good.
True.
All right, here comes Cadet. Here comes Roger.
So I dropped over here on the live shot. You see that crowd going crazy. Pick 4's coming in. Jeremiah Love, guys, has already went to the Arizona Cardinals. Carnell Tate, I told you could be a wide receiver. Oh,
Okay.
I knew it. I knew it was going to be offensive. I knew it. But I knew it. I just thought it was more Jeremiah Love. But that's awesome because you got Ty Dyke.
They better.
Carnell Tate. And they built the O-line up a little bit. I think this group is going to look good.
They better build up on that defense, or this team will continue to struggle.
So there you go. Carnell Tate went at pick 4. Pick 4, my folks. Pick 4.
That is crazy.
I don't think it's crazy. To me, it made sense.
That's crazy.
So fantasy-wise, let's take a break from this and let's digest what just happened, because now we're talking redraft and fantasy, right? So we got redraft and dynasty. Dynasty-wise, Carnell Tate now jumps up in the top. I'd say top 4 picks definitely. Do you not agree? Does he jump higher than Jordan? I guess it's where Jordan Tyson goes. It matters. But with him going to the Titans, at this point, he's a guaranteed starter. And with his wide receiver skills, do you not think he'll be like an Ibuka in the dynasty world? Be a good capture? I mean, high-end pick?
Oh, I mean, he was already going to be in the top 4 regardless before the draft. So
do you really?
Yes, he's going top 4, absolutely.
Could it be number 2? Could he go over a defensive player? Or is it Jeremiah? Do you think I'm saying if Mendoza drops as not a starter, could Mendoza drop in a dynasty league draft to at least pick 3?
No.
You think it'd be a pick 1 or 2 no matter what?
Yes, I mean, he's the 101 quarterback. That's the most valuable thing in the world. So I think it's still going to be Jeremiah Love
But I mean, to
Fernando
me, Jeremiah Love is not that loving now because he's in a room full of bats.
No, he is loving. I promise. He's going to be starting. That room.
Is he going to have a slow start like Ashton Jetney did, or is he going to have a fast start?
That room, that full of running backs that you're talking about, half of them won't even be a thing during the year. So I ain't worried about that. Jeremiah Love is way too damn good to be putting him on the bench.
All right, so this is going to be the big debate. Like, if I had to 101, I don't know if I'd go. I mean, I guess I would go for Love.
Okay, so you're telling me you really believe in Cam Ward that much?
What I see what he did at the end of the year with Klondike, yeah, I see it. I see something there that can be warmed up to be something.
Well, you might be right, but
I mean, he has a struggle there.
Now,
so let's go back here.
I think, I'm not mistaken, I think Kansas City just made a trade with Cleveland.
Oh, shit. I mean, oh, wow. Now I got to go back one here, checking this out here.
I could be wrong, but yeah, because you got on your list, number 6 is the Cleveland Browns, but on the tracker, the next 4 picks is the Giants, and then at number 6 is the Chiefs. They made a trade with the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, yeah, this thing updated.
So the Chiefs really want somebody. They really want somebody if they traded up from the 9th spot to the 6th spot. I'm curious of who that might be. Well, the Giants already done put their pick in, so now we just got to see who they pick. Now let's get back to this. Where do you think the Giants are going? I think they're going defense.
Defense. I think Sonny Styles all the way. I don't see nothing else.
Yeah, because because they got enough defensive ends and defensive linemen for the past few drafts, so I think it's going to be Styles.
Whoa.
The Chiefs are on the clock. That's crazy. I didn't see that trade until just a while ago.
So yeah, we got a minute here. They're going through commercials.
I want to see the details of what the Chiefs gave up to jump up to the 6th spot.
Yeah, I didn't see that trade. I'm trying to figure that out. Did I miss that in my little?
Well, we were in a discussion whenever it happened, so.
Let's see here. I'm going to the NFL draft right now. Yeah, so yeah, next pick 6, Kansas City. You're right. They did trade up.
They really want somebody, and I'm still trying to figure out who. You think it's a receiver? I think it's a receiver.
It'd have to be a receiver. I mean,
what? It's probably not. It might be Jordan Tyson. Or it could be Malachi Lemon, depending on which one they like more.
Yeah, I'm looking right here. I'll change out something here while we're talking. Get a better update. The list I had previously was not as good as this list is going to be. Making some adjustments. So talk a little bit. Tell me what to do. I hit my mic.
Well, they're back from commercial, so I'm waiting for. Yep, Goodell looks like he's about to walk out and announce the Giants pick.
Yeah, I was just stunned. I was excited for Carnell Tate because that makes it good for Carnell Tate. I mean, we already had him up there as a high pick. I mean, even in the fantasy world, if he would have got picked in the top 10, he would have been at least a top 3 pick.
Just be glad he didn't get drafted to the Cleveland Browns where all the mock drafts were going. That's a death sentence for wide receivers.
Well, he didn't get drafted there, did he?
That's why I said be glad.
Yeah.
Because all the mock drafts and everyone was talking about how the Browns are really going to be looking into a receiver. So whoever gets drafted to them, I'm probably going to stay away from.
Right.
All right, let's see. He's about to announce it.
So we are going to go back to the draft and see what's going on, guys. Alvin Reese, he went to the Giants. And that's the top. That is the top running back. So I can see Alvin Reese being picked over Sonny Styles. I get it.
I figured they would get a linebacker, but because with all the defensive line they have, but this is still a good pick.
Yeah. So I updated the list that we have. This is showing the actual picks, guys, so you can see it as we're talking about it. So now we got Fernando Went, first pick, David Bailey, second pick, Jeremiah Love, shocker, third pick because I really thought Arizona would go defensive. I figured the running back room was too much, and I think they ran their mouth so much they wanted someone to trade up, and no one traded up. And then you got Cardell Tate at number 4, and Albury Reese. Now I'm going to tell you right now, in a dynasty league, this is going to be huge because in a dynasty league, you're going to have a lot of defensive players for a defensive rebuild this year, like you said.
So, real quick, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I got the details for the trade that the Chiefs made with the Browns. So the Chiefs acquired the number 6 pick from the Browns for the number 9 pick, the number 74, and the number 148.
Wow.
So the Browns actually just went back a couple spots and got 2 extra picks.
Interesting.
Yeah, the Browns are trying to see how much they can screw it up again. Oh, sorry.
I like how you said that.
My bad.
It's all right. It's all good.
Sometimes the truth just comes out.
Yes, sometimes the truth comes out.
Well, the Chiefs are on the clock, so we shall see.
So right now the Chiefs are on the clock. They traded in. Do they go for Jordan Tyson? That'd be the wide receiver. Or do they go for a defensive pick? Because, I mean, this is something that's not been talked about, I don't think, in any mock draft. Did anybody project Kansas trading up?
From everything I've saw, no, I haven't seen.
So let's break this down. What do you think? Do you think they're going for? I mean, I don't really see a running back for a number 6 spot. I do see Jordan Tyson still available for wide receiver, but usually they pick a wide receiver in the 3rd, 4th round. I never see them picking it in the 1st round. But I do see him picking like an offensive lineman or a defensive guy. What do you think? Is this too soon to pick an offensive lineman?
I don't know. I mean, if you're going to trade up to go get an offensive lineman, that's wild. But yeah, I don't think it's too crazy with how talented and good these offensive linemen are. I don't think it's too crazy. But, you know, usually the offensive linemen, I have seen them go around in the, you know, past the 1010, the 1011. They usually start falling in like the 113 and a little bit later on. So, starting to think this might be. I'm kind of leaning towards receiver.
So far this year, you've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trades for 1st round picks. And
the pick is in.
The pick is in.
So the Browns got a 3rd round pick and a 5th round pick.
Yeah, Kansas City has 2 1st-round picks now. You know that, right? Because they got the 29th they got in a trade, and they have tonight's pick, the 6th now. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive to get 2 1st-round picks. I mean, for what are they doing? That's the question. What do you suspect they're doing?
I'm gonna lean towards wide receiver.
You're going to lean towards wide receiver.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over and see what's going on over there. Okay, guys? Let's hop over to the draft. Make sure we can come in. Give it a minute. We're going to wait till the commissioner. Okay, so wow. Mansour Delane, cornerback. Whoa, I did not see that coming.
Okay, yeah, I didn't either.
That you reach up and grab a guy that you want. I'm saying that is, wow.
Yeah, they definitely wanted him.
Yeah, so we swapped over to see who they picked.
we'll go over there and talk for a minute about this. Let's do some rearranging here and let's discuss what's going on here. Let's break this down. Let's look at this quarterback. There's sick cornerback. I'm not saying quarterback, guys. Corner, defensive back guy. Wow, Mansour Delane.
Yeah, he's really good.
I was not expecting that. I don't think anybody called that out.
That wasn't on the bingo card for today.
No, not on my bingo card anyways. And I don't think anybody else's bingo card. So there you guys got it. 6th pick. Now he'll move up in value. Let me tell you, defensive backs in IDP leagues are very valuable players. So with that happening, that's huge. And it brings him value now. Does he go into the first round for defensive draft? Do you think it's second or first round for fantasy? Remember, we only got 12 slots.
If he's a corner, if they make him a cornerback, I would say I'd say the beginning of the second round. But if they play him as a safety, then it's definitely in the first round material.
So it really depends on when you guys have your draft scheduled. If you have your draft scheduled right after the draft, you'd probably be drafting him about second round. He definitely moved up on the board in the fantasy world, especially on Dynasty, just being picked. Number 6, you know he's going to be a starter. He's going to a decent team with that. So it's a shocker there. I don't know what else to say. I just not expect to see that happening.
Yeah, this whole time I didn't see anything about the Chiefs wanting to move up.
I didn't see anybody really interested in him like that.
I mean, I knew he was a good corner, but
he's one of those sneaky ones that come up in the draft that you don't expect, but he comes out and he ends up being really good. It's one where the experts miss it. So they had a 6-11 record last season, so they struggled. Roster depth, they did add Justin Fields to the quarterback room, but that doesn't mean he's going to replace Patrick Mahomes, guys. So I'm going to the defensive backs and seeing what we got there in the room. You got Kevin Knowles, Christian Fulton, Kyrie Yom,
the
and
Commanders
Cardo,
have made a pick.
And the Commanders have picked already, so we're going to see who they are in just a minute.
Damn, they picked pretty quick. They knew who they wanted.
They already had him on the board. It's going to be either Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs. I think it's going to be a defensive player. But I can tell you right now, just looking at the board of what I see on the roster right now, and OTAs will tell more, I think Mansour Delane is going to be a worthwhile pickup. I mean, be interesting on how he lands there. I mean, I don't really see anything that stands out and says, hey, I'm not going to get the position at Kansas City Chiefs. You know what I mean?
Nah, he'll definitely go. He'll start, definitely.
So I just hit the refresh button to see if they added them to the roster while they're getting the pick in for Washington. And see where they listed them in the roster. And he's still not listed yet. So they still not added him in the roster. I know they added Mando really quick. So they probably added him last night because it was already a guaranteed, right?
I mean, that's a good possibility.
I'm being sarcastic, guys. The website ain't that slow. So let's go over here. It looks like they're going to be calling the Washington pick, or are they going to commercial? What are they doing? Let's see.
The Rodgers is still on the stage right now, so.
No, he's coming out to name the pick, so we're going to jump over there and see what's going on. So.
Yep.
Sonny Styles.
Yep, Sonny Styles.
So there you guys go. Sonny Styles went there. Uh, so I kind of expect that. So let's do this right here. So now the number 7 pick is Sonny Styles. So, I mean, I already had him high up on my recruiting board for Dynasty, so I didn't expect anything different. He's just an outstanding linebacker. I mean, great player.
Yeah.
6'5", 244.
We're gonna have to see him twice.
Position ranked 7 overall, 91 grade they gave him. I mean, he's just outstanding at the combine. Yeah, this is exciting. Another Ohio State guy. That's now the 3rd Ohio State guy picked within 7 picks, guys. That's wild. I mean, it shows you how much talent they had there on that defensive end for Ohio State and offensive end. So we're going to see a couple more players go on the defensive side. Offensive, maybe not so much more, but we'll see.
Now it would probably wise for New Orleans to go if you really want to help Tyler Shaw out and pair up Chris Olave with somebody. I would definitely go like with a receiver with New Orleans, because you got who else do you got to throw to besides Chris Olave there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, they did get Travis Etienne, who can be in the backfield, but you don't want your running back being like the number 2 guy. You want somebody else in the receiving game being the number 2 guy right behind Chris Olave.
Yeah, so that's exciting right there. So let's do this right here.
He's going to go high in the rookie drafts.
Safety. Now you have another guy in the.
Yeah, he is.
Looks like the Saints pick is in.
Yeah, so I kind of left it over at the draft for everybody to kind of see what's going on instead of just staring at us all day. So right now, kind of let them hear what they're saying.
Talented player with so many versatile, mobile, athletic quarterbacks. This kid can track you down big time. They get the 4th best player, in my opinion, with 7th pick. Great choice for Washington.
Of course, his dad, Lorenzo Styles, who's also a great player at Ohio State. Marriott Bonvoy takes us down to Laura
So the
and
next 4
Sonny
picks
Styles.
are the Saints,
Sonny, we saw your...
the Browns, the Giants again, and the Dolphins.
Right.
All right, so they're going to commercial break, and I'm going to go use the restroom real quick.
Well, you do that, and I'll talk for a little bit while you do that. So,
Yes.
So basically, right now, guys, we started the live draft watch. The first pick was Fernando Mendoza from Indiana, quarterback, which is common. Like we kind of expected that. His position rank was overall 1. In the Dynasty world, he's probably going to go either maybe 1 or 2, doubtfully 1. I think someone else will probably get picked over him because he's not going to be a starter. but a lot of people are not going to pass him up because most of these leagues are quarterback flex anyways. So you want to load up on the quarterbacks. Looks like the pick is in for the Saints. Thought they were going to commercial break, but they didn't. This is interesting. So are they going to announce it? I don't know yet. But as I'm talking, let's see here. So he's either going to go, I think, in my opinion, if I was looking at a draft, I think he falls even farther than 1 and 2. He could possibly fall within the top 5 picks. It depends on how desperate are you for quarterbacks. Who do you need? Who do you want? Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to matter. And I just think Fernando is just maybe with him not starting right away, I just don't know if he would be that number 1 pick or number 2 pick, even number 3. It's just me. If I was picking in the top 4, I don't know if I would go for him. But my teams don't need a quarterback. It's going to be a lot of needs. But then you got Jeremiah Love and Cardinal Tate going to 2 great teams. Jeremiah Love kind of falls to me a little bit. Just the fact that he's going to Arizona now. Austin's pretty much confident that Jeremiah is going to win the spot. He's going to lead the backs. But you got a heavy back room. You have Tyler Algier there. You have James Conner there, which he's older. He's a veteran. And then on top of that, you got Trey Benson. He's getting healthy. The other 2 backs are just backups. They're just there. They could show and they could shine. Who knows? We haven't seen them yet, so we don't know who they are. Cardinal Tate going to the Tennessee Titans. That's pretty much lit as a starter. So that moves him up. He into the top 3 picks, even if not the 101, depending on your needs for your dynasty. If you need a wide receiver, I wouldn't pass him up. And then the defensive room lines up very well right now. You got David Bailey, edge rusher, Arvell Reese, linebacker, Mansour Delane, LSU, went to Kansas City, and then Sonny Styles. Now, out of all 4 of them, I would shoot more for Sonny Styles because he can line up as a middle linebacker. Did it at Ohio State. He's very, very good at it. So, with that being known, he could do that position. He's going to be a high-impact player if they line him up at that at Washington. He might be that guy. So it'll be interesting to see what the OTAs produce. All right, you do some talking. I got to get some water.
Okay. Well, while he gets some water, they updated the depth chart. They got Jeremiah Love as the number 1 running back. So I think, I mean, honestly, they needed to go ahead and, I mean, if they're going to pull the trigger this fast on Jeremiah Love, I mean, he's overall a great back, so I think he's going to do if the line holds up. Now the Saints are about to make.
All right,
So
we got a pick in, don't we?
they picked Jordan Tyson out of Arizona.
All right, let's jump over there and see what all
They
that
chose
is.
Jordan Tyson. They chose Jordan Tyson out of Arizona State.
Yeah, it's a shocker they went that way. But I don't know. Arizona needs they need wide receivers too. They got Chris Olave, but that's going to help out the room. Don't you agree?
You mean the Saints need receivers?
Yeah, Saints. I mean, I'm sorry.
And yes, they need receivers because they have Chris Olave, and other than that, they didn't really have anybody else to throw to. So this is really good, and I think this is going to help Tyler Shaw grow even more because we saw how Tyler Shaw was at the end of the year. He was actually picking it up and he was actually doing well. But now getting another receiver to go along with Chris Olave, I think is gonna Tyler Shaw's stock is gonna go up a little bit more now since of this pick.
Got a little cough, man. Ooh.
Nah, hey, I get it.
But yeah, he's impressive. Which he's been the talk. Does he go before Cardell Tate or does Cardell Tate? Well, we just see what happened. I mean, what happened was Cardell Tate went number 4. And I think the only reason he went number 4 is Jeremiah Love was picked up at number 3. That's really what I think happened. Do you not agree? Could have unfolded a different way if Arizona did pick up Jeremiah Love. I'm just saying, the what if could have happened.
If they didn't get Jeremiah Love,
Yeah.
if they didn't get Jeremiah Love, then I honestly thought they were gonna go defense. I didn't really think they were gonna go pick Jeremiah Love. I thought they were gonna go defense
I did too.
because they really need help in the defense, but I didn't realize they were going to go Jeremiah Love. I did see a couple of mock drafts with Jeremiah Love, but it's been mostly with the Titans where he's been falling to. So, you know, it is what it is now. But either way, it played out a lot better for Cardell Tate because in all the mocks and stuff, they had him going to the Browns, which thank God that didn't happen because I wouldn't be excited. Whoever went to the Browns, I would not be excited because they don't even know who really their quarterback is.
Yeah, that's the truth on that. So, I mean, he's in tears. He's excited. I mean, I would be too, being drafted in the first round on an NFL team. Now, in a fantasy perspective, he's another top 5 candidate. So, I need to get a piece of paper pen here and figure this out. Because we're trying to look at a draft board here. How does this unfold?
The Browns have chose who they wanted
already. Now, they got that pick from a trade.
Who you think's going to be?
Well, the wide receivers are gone. I think it's too early for them to go for a quarterback. I think if they go for a quarterback, it's going to be later in the first round. And they're the one team that I suspect to go for a quarterback. And the reason I'm not trying to be a hater, I'm just thinking that they're going to want to have a better room. And if they do pick a quarterback, that's where my second quarterback comes in. And my second quarterback is Ty Simpson. And I think he could possibly go at 24.
No, I was going to say.
I don't think he'll go this early.
I mean, the Browns have shocked us before, so.
Yeah, it'd be hard to believe they. I could not. That would be.
I mean,
it would be a shocker.
They were the ones that drafted Johnny Manziel, after all.
Yeah, that's true. So.
All right, here we go. Oh, they went to tackle.
Yeah, went for an offensive lineman. That's good, Spencer Fano.
Oh, that helps their offensive line.
Yes.
Well, good for him, but at the same time, God bless him.
Well, no, I mean, maybe they are working to try to improve. So we just flip back over to the draft to see who they picked. They picked the Browns at number 9. Picked Spencer Fano from Utah, and he was one of my top perspectives that I had listed as an offensive lineman. So offensive perspective is good. I mean, it's going to be impressive to see.
This helps out whoever is going to be the quarterback. Whoever that may be, whether it be Sanders or the 10 other quarterbacks they have on the roster.
That is true.
All right. So the Giants have made their pick. Who do you think they're gonna get? Who do you think they chose for this 10th pick?
It's either going to be Caleb Downs. I think they go another defensive guy.
I have a sneaky suspicion it's gonna be Caleb Downs.
I mean, they've already got one defensive guy, and no, they go for an offensive tackle from Miami.
That thing's fast because Roger just now announced it, but yeah, they went tackle. So they went defense and then offensive line, which helps out Jackson Dart, and it also helps out Cam Scatterby when he comes back from injury.
Yeah, so I went back to us. I'm going to go ahead of us on the draft screen, and we seen Francis pop up right away. So yeah, I mean, I was shocked. Oh, I wish I would have stayed over. Let me go back to the draft. I love that.
But I thought a lot of people were speculating that they were going to go double defense, and I kind of thought the same way.
Oh, I missed it. I'll go back to us. That's all right. I thought I was going to show something interesting, but it's done already went.
Talk about him dancing.
Yeah, I was going to let the fans out there see the guy dance if you weren't watching it live and you're just listening to us talk. But yeah, Francis, he has went to the Giants. Mongolia, big old boy, played for Miami last year. Was a great offensive tackle. Definitely the Giants need it. All this does is bolster up the room.
Dallas just traded up with the
Dallas.
Dolphins. So we have the next pick.
Oh my. Now, okay, as a Dallas fan, what do you think is fixing to happen? Because this wasn't on projection day.
No, it wasn't. And
do they go defensive Caleb Downs? No.
It's got to be a Caleb Downs would be a good pick
I
because
don't
we
think
need help in that.
I don't think it's going to be him.
I think so. Just because you hate it, I think so. If it's not, it's going to be that edge from Miami. Gosh, what's his name?
Bain?
Mm-mm. The other one.
Oh.
The other one. He was in the top. He was in the top list that just showed a while ago.
Yeah.
For some reason, I am losing his name.
I am too.
I know it's Junior.
Let's do some research here and see what we got going on. Best available. So yeah, I can't believe Dallas traded up. So the next three picks are all trade picks. You got Dallas down there at 11th spot, Miami in 12th, and LA in the 13th. Right now the best draft pick, yeah, Reuben Bain Jr. That's who I said, Bain.
Oh, well, you didn't say his.
I just went Bain. I said Bain is the next best,
Okay.
next to Caleb Downs, and he's your edge rusher.
Okay, well, that makes more sense now.
You had me confused when you said junior. I forgot he was a junior.
So we only gave up 2 5th-round picks to move up a spot.
But it was Bain's really worth to move up a spot. I mean, oh yeah. What did you guys give up?
2 5th-round picks.
Oh.
Just to move up a spot, which is not that bad at all.
No, not at all. Cost ain't that bad. So right now,
of course, we're gonna go to commercial.
Yeah. Let me see where we're at on our screen. Make sure I ain't on the commercials. Yeah, good. Okay, I'm in the right screen. Trying to stay away from I'm only taking live shots when we need it. Mainly sticking with the show. We're just covering the live draft. We don't have any rights to it, so we're just kind of commentarying on what we see and what's going on. And right now, it's been very interesting. I was surprised. Cowboys pick is in. They'll let us know after commercial, like, who it is. And I'm anxious to see who did they trade up for. It wasn't really a big trade, but they did trade up.
So am I.
So, you know, a lot of people.
Now, I wonder. Now, obviously, it just depends on who we pick, but I'm wondering what. Because Miami are patient enough to at least move one spot, so we must have went ahead and told them who we wanted, and they were like, "Oh, cool, yeah, we can do that." We were gonna have to actually go after this guy, anyways.
Mm-hmm. So let me figure this out here. I'm trying to look up, see how this draft board's going to look. Because this is interesting. Let's see if there's any live updates. I don't think the draft boards will be updated live. But let's look at kind of curious of who the top 12 picks are currently. And after this little scenario with what's happened so far in the draft, now offensive linemen are not part of most leagues. I've not been in a league that carries offensive linemen yet. So them two are kind of excluded from our little cheat sheet here. But the rankings right now, I'm kind of pulling them up. Especially Dynasty rankings is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Dynasty rookies. You guys got to understand we're doing rookie drafts. Because right now, none of these rookies, my children are joining me. I got to hold them in. Try to talk them out of the room with hand gestures. But let's see here for the rookie side. We got Jared. So I was right. So right now they have wow, that's amazing. You see, this doesn't include IDP, so let's throw IDP in here.
Right.
IDP. The IDP changes it up some. So on IDP side, they show Caleb Williams being like the number one overall defensive player of Dynasty pick. Then David Bailey, edge. But overall, let's see if we can get overall reading here and get the.
All right, Roger's about to make the announcement.
All right, he's about to make the announcement, and it's not on my board. See, on my side, I still what I'm watching from. Okay, wow, Caleb Downs to the Cowboys.
Oh God, yes, we needed so much help from there.
And they got him listed as a safety.
Yeah. Well, he can play both corner and safety.
And he played them both good.
Yeah, because when he was at Alabama, he played corner, but when he went to Ohio State, they played him as safety a little bit more.
So on a point scaling ways, okay, I get it. If a point is a safety, he's going to score higher. So that moves him up on the draft board in Dynasty League. So right now, if I'm putting together a spread, and that's what I'm doing while we're talking, is I'm actually putting an item. We're going to name, you and me are going to come to consensus of who we think are going to be the top 12 after today's first round draft. And we're going to have to make assumptions for some second round picks. But I think we're knowledgeable enough to make them assumptions, so that's going to matter. So let's just do this right here. So right now, overall, first round pick, offensive player, who are you going with?
Jeremiah Love.
I'm going to go with you on that. And the reason why I'm not going to argue with you is because he is considered a generational talent. And I'm gonna mute you for just a second. Talk a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay?
Okay, I will talk. So, yeah, I mean, I know he's not really into, he thinks the running back room is so crowded in Arizona, but it's really not. You got an aging James Conner who, is almost out the door. They signed Tyler Algier, who could potentially take the second spot from um, from James Conner. So it's either way, they consider him one of the all around really good running backs. So, but even if he went somewhere else, he still would be number one regardless.
Right. So yeah.
Now the dream spot, my opinion, the dream spot would have been going to the Commanders and playing with Jaden Daniels.
Well, Micah Parsons did good with the Cowboys when he was there. I mean, I think he's in a good spot now. I mean, I would want to draft him and try to get him in the first round. If I had a later first round pick and a 12-man pick, I would definitely try to pick him up. I mean, just Caleb Downs is just that good. You know what I mean?
I was talking about Jeremiah Love, but
oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Caleb Downs is outstanding.
Yeah, my children distracted me. I apologize.
You're okay. I was just filling in the talk while you were gone, but no, Caleb Downs. I mean, he's gonna be a high pick in rookie drafts, especially in IDP drafts, especially if we play him as safety, which they got him listed as safety.
So we're definitely going to pick. Whoops, I did this wrong.
Oh, the Dolphins pick us in. So what do you think it is, real quick?
Oh, I don't know. It's going to be a defensive player.
Defensive player?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either going to be defensive player or it's okay. Either defensive player or offensive line.
Let's see what they got. I messed up and hit the wrong button on something here. I'm trying to fix it.
Well, I guess they're right.
Wow, offensive tackle.
Yep.
Caden Proctor. Yeah, I expected him to go in the top. I was 15. I think I said he'd go from Alabama, but
yeah, he's a good offensive line. He's going to help them out. Devon Achane is going to appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
So is Malik Willis. Now the Rams. This is going to be interesting on who they pick.
Oh yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out which route they go.
So we got
because they traded for really good defensive players during the offseason.
So number 2 overall in a draft, who do you think is going to go?
Like overall?
For a rookie.
Now, is this super flex or just
super flex?
Super flex. Oh, it's gonna be Fernando, just due to the fact that there's gonna be whoever's at the 102 is more likely gonna have to need a quarterback, and they're gonna be 2 jittery, and they're not going to want to wait. So they're definitely going to pick Fernando at 102. If it's somebody who traded and didn't need a quarterback, then I can see Cornell Tate. But if you're at the 102, more likely you're struggling and you're needing a quarterback.
So that means you're going Cornell Tate, number 3.
Correct.
And do you think Jordan Tyson jumps the defensive players in an IDP league?
Since he got drafted to the Saints, I say yes.
So if you had a choice, if you were only picking in the first round, and say you were number, you wouldn't go for like a Caleb Downs safety over a wide receiver.
So it's either going to be Jordan Tyson or when you get to like the 104, 105, Jordan Tyson. It's going to be between Jordan Tyson or Sonny Styles.
So you think Sonny Styles will be picked in a Dynasty league over Caleb Downs, or Caleb Downs going to the Cowboys?
Sonny Styles is going to be... Actually, I don't think you say that. I think
I would. My opinion would be I would go, and it's not nothing against Jordan Tyson because he's going to a good team. But if I'm drafting in an IDP league, I would want to grab a high-end defensive player at this time because this is a season, and I believe he would be the guy.
If you really need it, yes. But if you need a receiver, but for the sake of it, I will go Caleb Downs and Sonny Styles and then Jordan Tyson.
Jordan Tyson. Okay, so you would go. Okay, say that again. You'd go Jordan Styles.
No, so it would be Caleb Downs, Sonny Styles, then Jordan Tyson.
Sonny Styles, Jordan Tyson. I like that. I can live with that. So we're putting this together as we talk. So what we're doing, what we're saying is, go to defense players again, because we got a minute yet, because they're still talking about Caden Proctor, offensive tackle, and see where we're at on the screen. I don't even know. I didn't check that. Okay, we're still talking good. Make sure I wasn't in the wrong screen. I'm doing multiple things here. But I always am when I'm doing this, ain't I? So let's see here. Bring that back up. So we're saying Caleb Downs. I figured that would update, but it didn't. Amazing, but that's fine. I got it. I know where he went. You don't have to tell me where he went. I know where he went. So we're saying Caleb Downs first. He went to Dallas. And he's listed as a safety. So we're going to put that in there. Oh, spell Dallas right. Don't want to offend them fans. And we're going to put a big OS over here. It doesn't mean sucker or anything like that. That means safety, folks. Safety. Next one you said is Sonny Styles is who you go for, right? For point-wise. And he went to Washington. And see how disrespectful. There it is. Okay, whatever. Copy. And I'm going to put him number 5. And then number 6 you're saying would be Jordan Tyson, right?
Yep.
And I could live with that. I could see that in a Dynasty flex. Because remember, guys, in a Dynasty league, it's only 12 picks in the first round. If you're a normal Dynasty league for rookies. Now, some leagues offer extra picks. Our leagues does. We do go up to 13 picks. There are picks given away for certain prizes. But even with the first 12, just that idea of where they went. So
the Rams pick is in.
The Rams pick is in. So we're going to see who that is. I got to wait a second before I go over to the draft because they're still on commercials. Can't be showing that. Let's see here. Jordan Tyson to the New Orleans Saints. We're going to put him at And what we're ranking out live for you guys is an actual list of players that our draft sequence. So right now we got Jeremiah Love as for Dynasty guys, Dynasty. He went to Arizona. We got him as a number 1 pick now in Dynasty, which I think it was kind of already going that way. Fernando Mendoza, like you said, you're going to have itchy guys out there. They're on the 102 and they're desperate for quarterback flex. You're going to pick Fernando Mendoza for Las Vegas. Now, if it's not a quarterback flex, I think he might fall all the way to the 5th. That's just my opinion. I don't think he becomes that valuable then, right? Unless you're a quarterback need for next year, you're building for next year, you might pick him up. But
Usually there's at least 2 or 3 teams out of the top 5 that are going to need a quarterback.
right. So now we're at the number 7. So do we have a player that we think is suitable to be added to our drafting sequence right now, or we want to see where everybody else falls? Because we got a lot of people out there that could probably move in there, like Omar Cooper Jr., Key Lemon,
I say let's
Casey
wait.
Conception, tight ends that could go in the 2nd round. So really, when we start getting in here, some of these guys might not get drafted tonight. I think we start making assumptions because Shaquille Kenyon, tight end 1, I believe.
All right. He's walking up to the
Ty Simpson.
No.
Wow. He's not a
Hang
starter, but I love it. Why do I
Hang
love
on.
it? Why do I love it? I would draft him now. In a dynasty, it moves him up, even though he ain't a starter. Why does it move him up? Because
we're gonna have
Matt
to switch.
Stanford. I would.
Oh, wow.
Who do you switch him? Do you switch him with Fernando, or do you, no? I don't.
No, absolutely not.
Well, where do you put him in the draft for dynasty?
You know it.
He goes above one of the defensive players.
Yes. So Ty Simpson is probably going to be in the late 1st round, 2nd round.
I don't think he lasted a 2nd round pick for.
Well, I don't think so either, but
I mean, in our list, are we going to put him 7 or are we going to put him 5 or 6? I don't think he's 5 or 6.
I'll put him at. Keep him at. Let's just put him in 7.
How about 8 or 9 or 10 or 11?
Well, we got to see who everybody else picks, but
Let's just leave our list
wait,
alone right now.
we know where he's going. They picked him at the 113. That tells you that they believe he's going to be the next successor to Matthew Stafford. He's going to learn under Matthew Stafford, which is a great quarterback to learn under.
So I flipped over to the draft so you guys can see this for yourself. Me and Austin will run over there and join you, which we have. We're now looking at the crowd. We're looking at the people. We're looking at them walking the stage. Rams fans are hysteric, but I would be hysterical too because, wow, I was thinking Cleveland Browns all the way, grab Ty Simpson. Now, that throws my question up. I now believe our 2 quarterbacks have gone. I think there's a 3rd quarterback in the mix now. I believe the Browns will still pick a quarterback at pick 24. But is it Gus Nussmeier or is it I don't think it's Carson.
I would be really shocked if there was a 3rd one, but I'm not going to say it's not possible.
Who's that Louisville quarterback that they said that was really good? Another Louisville quarterback that can pop out of nowhere.
Talk about Tyler Green?
It might have been him. Let me go look over here at this list.
Garrett Nussmeier or Drew Allier or Carson Beck?
No, Carson Beck I don't think would be in the mix.
Joey Alliger?
No. I think Drew Allier, maybe Penn State guy, maybe Garrett Nussmeier.
I
Either
think
one of them would
we're-
be a good competition for Cleveland.
So if you don't see any more quarterbacks go in the first, I do believe you're going to see now, since he got bumped up, I think you're going to see some more quarterbacks in the second round.
Yeah, well, I think we've all projected he was going to go in the first round, but where, I don't think we
Well,
projected him right. I thought
well,
for sure towards the end of the first round, not
He
the
was
beginning.
he was mostly projected anywhere from pick 20 down, like past pick 20. But he got picked at 113. So that's crazy. That's actually a sneaky good fit for the Rams because he can learn under Matthew Stafford, who kind of has the same mechanics as Ty Simpson. So Sean McVay is a very smart coach.
Yeah, so the Ravens pick is already in too, and I heard they went quarterback too. They picked Carson. No, I'm just kidding.
I would just shut my computer off and just be done with tonight.
I would not let you do that. I would deny you that. I would come to your house and return your computer back on. No, can't leave me.
That would be insane.
Oh, this is not insane. I'm actually loving this because now in a quarterback flex, I know he's a starter at 13, but he's not a starter this year. He's just almost like Mendoza. I mean, I'm looking at him like, okay, if I don't get Fernando, do I go for Ty Simpson if I'm an empty quarterback room?
If you're patient enough to wait a year, yes, you go grab him. But you don't need to wait. He's not going to come out of the first round in Superflex draft, especially rookie draft. So you're going to have to grab him in the first round. He's not going to come out of the first round. Oh, they grabbed a guard.
Oh, they did grab a guard. Ian from Penn State. See, I was thinking Drew Allar, quarterback, but I was just joking.
Yeah. Well, you got the school right.
Yeah,
He's from Penn State. The guard is from Penn State, so you got the. Now, the Buccaneers pick is going to be interesting. You think they'll go the Buccaneers since Chris Godwin's getting old? You think they go for another receiver to go with Emeka Ibuka? You still got Malachi Lemon still up there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, I could see the Buccaneers doing that. I mean, they need to. They need to get some more people in that room. So I definitely would like to see them do that. So let's go over here and see. We're still at the Ravens pick. We'll go back to Zoom and just kind of go back to our room and sit here because we already know it's going to be another offensive guard. But I think Ty Simpson is interesting. I think he now is in a dynasty league, quarterback flex. He is in the top 12 picks. I do not think we can leave him out.
No,
so where do we put him in the top 12 picks is the question. I think that's the biggest thing is where do we put him at? And I'm sitting here trying to. Okay, the Buccaneers pick is in. So let's see what they're thinking here because I don't know what they're thinking. I'm trying to figure out, do I put him 7? Do I drop him 8? I mean, there's so much because we got other defensive players because we got 12 picks, right? Mm-hmm. And we're only 14 picks in NFL draft. and it's not ever going to go in the order of the NFL draft. It's going to go impactful players. Quarterbacks are impactful players, or defensive backs, but depending on where they line up, how impactful they are. Reese, I think, will be a high scorer. So will be Bain. Sonny Styles, definitely a high scorer. But then Mansour Delane and Caleb Downs Caleb Downs is listed as a safety, so that moves him up the slot, which we already have him up the slot because we got Sonny Styles and Caleb Downs at 5. But does that potentially move? Just think about it. Does it potentially move Ty Simpson to the top 5 picks? As a quarterback flex, can you honestly leave him out?
I'm going to go ahead and tell you, we're probably going to have to put him at least either at 4 or 5 due to the fact that I know for a fact that if I had the choice and if I needed a quarterback, even if he doesn't start this year, it's for another year, I'm still going to pull the trigger. Because you cannot play around when it comes to quarterbacks and superflex. You have to take a shot. Whether it works or not, with quarterbacks, you still have to take the shot.
And see, that's where I'm at. See, with that happening, I now put him in number 4. If not, it could be 4 or 3. So I got him at 4. I'm going to leave Cordell Tate ahead. But
so that's actually a good spot to put him at as 4.
Because it is going to be a toss-up. But I think for us as a mutual agreement, I think 4 is a perfect spot. I love it. That's what I'm sitting here looking at the list and then debating. Like, I just cannot see anybody draft a defensive guy in a quarterback flex room, even with as a high-end defensive players these guys are going to be, and not take him. So, I mean, I love it. I love it that he went to the Rams. So, our future quarterback is now being, like, we kind of have an idea of where the Rams are leaning, right? So, say something happens to Matthew Stafford this year, I think they bring him in immediately.
Oh, they will.
The room is not that big, and what they got in the room, they got the guy from Georgia.
And people need to understand that draft capital in the NFL is so important. So since he has been picked at the 113, he is the Rams' future.
Right now, as long as he doesn't.
Right now, he is the Rams' future. If Matthew Stafford gets hurt, he is going to play. When Matthew Stafford hangs it up, he is going to play. After that, then we'll know exactly what kind of player he is and if he is or isn't their franchise. But draft capital-wise, and tonight, the Rams are saying that, hey, we think this guy's our future.
Right.
So the Buccaneers' pick is in, and Rodgers about to make the announcement if he hasn't already.
Yeah, it's Reuben Bain Jr., and I'm probably ahead of what everybody's watching. I'm sorry.
You are.
I'm way ahead of everybody. I got 2 screens going that's got the draft report, and the draft is still on commercial, and I'm announcing who got drafted. I apologize.
Well, he just announced it on my TV, so.
Yeah. So my TV's still showing a commercial, and I'm like, but then my other screen already popped him up and showed me he's the number 15th pick for Miami, Reuben Bain Jr., which we had him next in line for defensive players to go. Great edge rusher. Honestly, I put the edge rushers ahead of the defensive back quarterback. So that goes without saying. That slides back these other guys that went earlier in the rounds, like Mansour Delane and the other quarterback. Was there another quarterback? Nope, that was it. So, I mean, but linebackers, I mean, Sonny Styles, I still think the Giants, Reese, I think he's going to be a heavy impact high scorer because he's not a center guy, he's an outsides guy.
So you think he's going to be rushing the quarterback more?
Oh, he did it at Ohio State. Why wouldn't he do it at the Giants? So, I mean, he's going to be a high scorer. He's going to be your Micah Parsons because he could play the inline and he could play the outline, but they're going to play him on the outline a lot more, and he's going to be a big impact. And I think you're going to see it. So I put him at like the late first round, but I don't put him in first because I think they got some wide receivers that are going in the second and tight ends that go in the second that I would have to put in the mix before we get off today's call.
Well, there's at least one tight end that, depending on where he goes, I think we're going to have a discussion on if we're going to put him in the first round or not.
Oh, he's going to be in the first round. I know who you're talking about. It's just the idea of where we put him right now. I think right now he goes 8, 9 in our mock draft. I think as a dynasty, he has to be 8 or 9.
Well, it also depends on where he goes, if I'm going to move him up or not. So
that too, that's the big question. But right now, even though I don't know where he's going, I would still keep him in the 8 or 9 spot.
Now, we need to keep him in the 8th or 9th spot because I can see a team right now in the next few picks that need a tight end, which is Carolina. They need a tight end. So I can see them pulling the trigger and grabbing him. So
I'm gonna let our fan base go over and check it out. Whoever's tied in, I don't know who's watching. I ain't paying attention, so we'll flop over here and.
All right, you keep talking. I'll be right back.
We're gonna go over here to the draft and look at Reuben Bain Jr. coming in. Get this thing right here. There he is, Reuben Bain Jr. And like I was telling you guys, me and Austin sitting here putting draft picks together. We're up to number 8. Kind of just topping this out as we go. See if I can slide it over here. I don't know what you guys can see, but we got Jeremiah Love. I'll make the text a little bit bigger. So right now, this is for dynasty draft wise, not what's actually happening in the real draft world. Right now, Reuben Bain Jr. just got drafted to the Buccaneers, but as a dynasty side, let's see what we got, 20. We would have Jeremiah Love as our number 1 pick, Fernando number 2, Cornell Tate number 3, Ty Simpson number 4, Caleb Downs number 5, Sonny Styles number 6, and Jordan Tyson at 7. We are doing IDP defensive players too, so that's why we have them picks like that. So it's interesting as the draft unfolds and see where the players land and how they get ranked. I'm just sitting here trying to put my head around, like the edge rushers for B, after I showed you guys that list. And I just showed the group the whole list that we got so far. Jeremiah Love.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, they ain't got it on my screen yet.
They picked the tight end Kenya and Shadiq that we were talking about.
That definitely goes 8 then. See, it's not even on my.
There he goes.
Yeah, now he's on mine, but it took a minute. It's not.
Wow, we were just talking about it.
Yeah, so we were just talking. Okay, yeah, because we were talking about where do we put the tight end because we know he's going to be.
We gotta put him. What did we say? 7, 8.
Now knowing where he's going and where he's going, I'm putting him 8.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
I feel like 8 is it. Make this a thing. So he went. I'm gonna go back to our screen in case they hop onto a commercial. We're gonna take a look at this guy for a second. Positional rank, he's number 1, which we both projected him being number 1 in our rankings. I don't think we disagreed with him. He's 6'3", 241, definitely wide receiver hands. He's going to be an instant impact to the NFL and at the Jets at that. So I think it's a good pick for the Jets, and I honestly think it's going to help out the Jets because who did they bring over there as a quarterback? I mean, he's going to need short dunks, and this is the guy you can get it to, right?
Oh yeah, with paired with Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be interesting.
So now the really interesting pick is this next one with the Lions. I think they might go either defense or offensive line. I'm not
Really?
sure because I know they need a couple more defensive help because of all the injuries they've had.
Yeah, I can see going defensive. I'm adding them to our list. Tight end. So now we go 9 and 10. And we're going to go ahead and go, I guess we could probably name out our top 20 while we're doing this, right? Maybe. We'll see where we go. So right now we got top 8 for the draft, definitely. And we might stop at 12, first round only.
Yeah, for right now.
Yeah, because the rest of that is, we'll go 13 since we do a 13 pick in our draft for
Yeah, that's fine.
giveaway.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
We can do that.
Complimentary pick, that thing. But most leagues only go to 12. Most leagues don't give away picks, but if you do, and some might give away 14, we only give away an extra one, so that makes it 13. Right now, so far, everybody we got in our top 12 has been drafted in the first round, which is commonly happens. Very like there's some second draft quarterbacks that you would throw in the first round, and that's still a question. I mean, do we still see that we need to put? Because right now, I think it's too early in a Dynasty Football League to pick an edge rusher. Do you not agree?
Yeah, I think you want to save that for the second round.
Yeah, so most Dynasty leagues, your edge rushers would go second round unless they're just like a Micah Parsons, generational talent. And I'm not saying Bain ain't that guy, and I'm not saying that Reese ain't that guy. I think they both are. I just don't see me or Bailey. Now, Bailey, I think we need to give him a little bit of respect. I think at the end of the day, but then he went to New York Jets too, right?
Yeah, he's with the Jets. He's really good.
He's really good, but do you really pick him in your first round pick if you're quarterback flex?
If anything, you can pick a defensive end with like the 112 or 113 if you really need one.
So, and another thing I want to say is honestly, my rule is first 3 picks you always pick the top. After that, you pick your need. So first 3, I would always go with like the top brashed person, and that right now is Jeremiah Love, Mendoza, or Cardell Tate. But I could see an argument that some people would get Ty Simpson at the 103 too. So I'm not saying that it ain't possible, but right now we got him ranked at 4. And then yes, I do believe this safety and Sonny Styles are your better higher scorers.
With Caleb Down and Sonny Styles, you can swap it either way.
Yeah.
They're both going to be side by side, so you can either go Sonny Styles first, then Caleb Downs, or Caleb Downs, then Sonny Styles. It's ultimately going to depend on what position you need more.
And if this NFL draft produces another first round quarterback, it change everything.
Well, yeah. If that happens, it does change everything. But Rodgers walking on the stage, so
yeah. So you're seeing Rodgers. I've seen it. See, we're watching 2 different. I guess you're watching ABC. I'm watching.
Yeah, I've noticed it.
Mine's from Hulu, so it's like I stream a lot, so I'm not really watching I'm watching their commercials, which is they're on commercials, so I haven't seen the thing. The children are excited because Daddy's usually not this long on the podcast, so
Well, it's a special night.
Yeah, I'm trying to explain that to them. It's a special night.
So they got a special guest up there
Can
with
you
them. So they're talking a little bit.
Can you ask Grandma to make me, or Mom to make me some coffee?
Sure.
I want to see if they'll make coffee for me.
Oh,
Look at that. Ooh, wow. Wow, offensive tackle.
see, I mentioned they might need offensive line.
And there you go, Blake Miller from Clemson. That's a good pick. I like it. I really do like it. I think that's a worthwhile pick.
That's gonna help out. Jared Goff and Jeremiah Gibbs.
Now you know in about 2 more picks you got another Dallas trade up to 20.
And I'm still trying to wrap my head on what we'll get next.
Yeah, because that gave Dallas 2 picks in the first round.
Yeah, because we traded with the Green Bay when we traded away Parsons to get their first round for this year and the first round for next year. So we actually should have 2 first-round picks for next year as well.
Right.
But I'm curious. I'm gonna look at the best available players because I'm curious of which route we might take, and it also depends on what the Vikings and the Panthers grab before us.
Right. So let's go back over to the draft since now we're at the draft. Lions picks in, which you already announced.
And Minnesota has not made their pick.
And mine is way behind you, so let's try.
Are you muted?
Oh. Yes, I was. Ah.
Okay.
So mine is still behind yours. You're saying they say Minnesota pick's already in. Mine's saying Lions pick is in. So we are definitely not on the same.
Hey, move that little circle that you got down there on the bar.
Which one?
Where your Hulu stream is.
Yeah.
It looks like it's really behind, so click it and drag it all the way over.
Yeah, but I ain't hit pause. It's showing live.
Defensive tackle Caleb Banks from Florida.
Yep, Caleb Banks. Let me just hit refresh.
Well, you're live. I was gonna say you're live, but it looked like you might have accidentally hit pause at one point in time.
Yeah, I thought so too. I tried to hit forward, but it ain't going.
Okay, I got you.
It's not letting me go forward because go live. Hold on, I hit go live. I'm live. So it's still at Blake Miller, offensive tackle, but that's fine. That is fine.
So they went defensive. They got him listed as a defensive tackle.
Well, they just jumped ahead and got the Vikings pick in, but they still ain't talked about them, so they're slow. But usually they'll both will line up sooner or later. It might be the next commercial when they line up. So either way, we'll talk about it. So while we're talking about it, let's I'm gonna share my. We're gonna go back over to the thing while they're talking about the Vikings, and I'm gonna put our list up so everybody can see what we got going on here. We slide it over there so we can see it. So I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to let us go over to the draft board. I'm going to slide that down because you can't really see it. There we go. Now you can see it a little bit better. So right now we got Jeremiah.
Panthers pick is in.
Yep. We're waiting for it to pop up on the screen. So right now we got Jeremiah Love as our number 1 pick.
Oh, hang on. Breaking news. So apparently we traded back with you guys. So we traded back to the 23rd spot, and y'all jumped up to where
20th.
we were.
Yeah, I see that now. Just updated my list.
Y'all must be really wanting somebody.
Yeah, I think they're wanting somebody, but is it a wide receiver? Is it Lemon? I mean,
Mm.
I don't know. I
If,
think
if,
it could be.
if you do, I swear you're trading away A.J. Brown.
Yeah, if they pick a wide receiver at this point, I think we are trading away A.J. Brown. I'd be shocked. And you never know. We might go for Garrett Nussmeier, quarterback. We're looking for that replacement.
Oh, from Jalen Hurts?
I'm just kidding. I'm just.
Oh, my God.
So right
That
now,
sounds like.
yeah. So right now, I got our list, and I got the draft list right over here, showing what the last 18 picks were. We kind of scroll back up. Everybody knows the beginning part, and I'm gonna scroll down real quick so we get to where we're at. Panthers pick has not been announced yet, but we do know a trade up happened. I wonder what. I mean, it's an individual. It's a division title. It's a division group trading. What was the trade for? Do we know what the output here was? I mean,
The only thing I could think of is either a receiver or y'all saw another offensive lineman
yeah.
that y'all
But
really
what did they
wanted.
give Dallas for us to trade up? Is my question.
I saw it a while ago. We'll see if I can pull it up.
I'm pulling it up right now.
I think it was like the 114 and then there's 2 picks along with us backing up. So, y'all moved up to the 20th, and we got y'all's the 23rd, the 114, and the 137. So, it sounds like 4th, 5th round, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in that ballpark.
We cut back to us. So
All right, Rogers.
Panthers
Rogers
got
Walker.
another offensive tackle. Caleb Banks, defensive tackle, went to this Minnesota, and now the Eagles. So we got a little ways to go because I'm on commercial. You might be ahead of me, but I guess mine's got a bigger delay.
They just announced the pick, so
Who's
Monroe Threeling.
Yeah, from Georgia.
Out of Georgia.
Yeah, offensive tackle. I'm more curious about the Eagles. I mean,
So I'm still for some reason I'm still leaning towards the receiver for some reason.
I mean, I could see.
I could be y'all could be going, but I'm starting to run out of offensive linemen that could possibly be worthy of jumping up here and grabbing them.
Yeah. So how much longer do we got to the draft? It ends what at 10 o'clock?
I believe so.
Yeah. So that's what is it 9 now? So we got one more hour to get the next picks.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what they go for. I'm like lost for words right now. The ending is like dramatic. I mean, I don't know what to say. Let's see here.
Well, it looks like they already done made the pick. So it looks like Rogers walking up to the podium.
Yeah, see, I'm still on commercial. Oh, no.
I knew it.
Wide receiver. Lemon, right?
Yep.
Yep, Malik Lemon from USC. I had a feeling too. I called it a minute ago.
Yeah, yeah, y'all are definitely trading AJ Brown.
I mean, we went and got Devontae Wicks now in our room. Now we have. So now that also, now with him being on the board, see, I knew if he got drafted to some. Well, see, I don't know if I would put him in the top 13 because he's going to the Eagles. That's a heavy room.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got Devontae Smith, AJ Brown still, but I'm not saying AJ Brown will still be there.
You could make the argument he's like 113.
I don't even think he's 13. I think he's a second.
You don't
round
think
pick.
so? Second round?
Yeah, I couldn't put him. I can't put him right now until OTAs or anything else happening at the Eagles. Your two top wide receivers is going to be AJ Brown and Devontae Smith.
What if they actually do pull the trigger and trade AJ Brown?
I mean, there's so much more in the room. It'd be kind of hard to say that does he jump ahead of Doxson, or which he probably would, or what's the other guy? Devontae Wicks.
I think he will. I think he will. He's a hell of a receiver. He's one of the top three. He's one of the big three that everyone's been gushing over about this whole draft season. Yeah. So I think if they do trade AJ Brown, he's literally going to be right up under Devontae Smith.
Yeah, so I'm going to go back over to the draft room so we can see what's going on. So right now the Eagles just drafted Key Lemons. They're showing Maror Filler from the Eagles for offensive tackle. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, I cut my head off and left you in there, man. I don't know what I did. Well, bring me down so you guys can see me. Hey, guys, I understand. I'll just leave Austin right there on the screen. I get it.
It's all good.
Yeah, so we got yeah, I mean, I don't know how to look at that. I mean, as an Eagles fan, I am confused. Just like, okay. I'm trying to, I mean, I kind of sensed it was going to happen, but I didn't believe it was going to happen because
I did.
20th pick towards the end. I still believe, and I'm sorry I believe this, I do believe before we quit today, before pick 32, I believe another quarterback's going to go off. And that's just because Ty Simpson went so early.
Let's see. You got Pittsburgh, Chargers, then Dallas, and the Browns, the Bears.
So this is where
Buffalo. So Miami could be interesting.
Yeah. So while we're talking about this, let's think about this. All right. I'm gonna do a swap here, so we're just talking, so I don't lose track of what's going on.
I mean, Pittsburgh could shock us because of the whole Aaron Rodgers saga.
Yeah. So just to kind of let everybody know, anybody that just hopped on, what we're doing, we're giving live commentary to the draft. That's why you see the draft going on right now. We're popping back and forth to me and we'll call our studio. And talking about now, I'm still in shock and awe with the McKeek Lemon pick for Eagles of trading up with Dallas of all people. Shame. But
even rivals make business decisions together. Yeah. Looks like the Steelers pick is in.
So we're gonna go back to the studio here and we're going to go back to breaking this list down that we got going on. So the list that I got going on right now is, so we still ain't named our 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th pick for Dynasty. And while they're deciding who the Pittsburgh guy is, and I know the pick's in, I'm like on the fence. Like, I understand now, because he got drafted at the Eagles, it's hard for me to put him in the first round now. I mean, he's a great wide receiver. The only way he goes in the first round is if they trade away A.J. Brown. That has not occurred yet. So as it stands tonight, I do not think we should even put him at 13, but he would be in the top first 4 picks, if not 5 picks for the second round as a wide receiver. I think we should still leave 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 open until the rest of the first round draft is completed before we solidify them picks, because we still might put players from the second round in them picks. You see what I'm saying? Because I think there's other players out there that might not get picked in the first that would, in a fantasy world, would probably go. Because I could pretty much say the edge rushers are not going to go in the first 13. Do you not agree?
I think that we might have to have a discussion for at least
one of them.
One of them.
Yeah, I mean, because it could be a need. So as a need, I think you're either going to go for Reese or Bailey. So Reese and Bailey are fighting 12 and 13.
That's the two that I'm talking about.
Yeah, so either one of them could land in the first round, and I think we're going to hold off before we make that decision to see what else it lands. But I think Lemon, I just don't feel comfortable putting him in the first round at all tonight because of the way the situation is at Philly. Until you tell me what we're doing with Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown, because I know this guy's a good wide receiver, but I don't think he's good enough to beat out them two wide receivers right now. If they're on the field with him, he's going to be the third wide receiver. He's not going to be the 1 and 2. I do believe that Devontae Smith will start taking more of the number 1 spot if they kept A.J. Brown, which would be more, explosiveness would occur.
Yeah. I'd be highly shocked if they really did keep A.J. Brown.
And I think, and remember, our list can change as the OTAs happen. But I'm talking about an instant draft night. After this draft, you as a person would have to decide, do I go ahead and move Lemon into the first round? As my expert opinion, I don't think so. I don't know where you would fall. I just don't feel comfortable with it. Because the room is so large. The room is so good. I mean, I know the only two he can't beat out is A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, I think. I don't know. Devontae Wicks is good. He come from Green Bay. He's good.
They're at the podium. They're about to make the announcement.
Well, I mean, did Aaron Rodgers decide that he's coming back as a quarterback? Oh.
No, he's
offensive
still...
max. Okay, offensive tackle. Now, they did need to work on their offensive line, so that's a good pick for kind of like a first-round builder. I'm good with it. You don't agree?
No, I agree with the tackle stuff. It's just this just is showing me if they don't draft a quarterback in any round to have a quarterback competition, then that's just showing me that the Steelers really do believe that Aaron Rodgers will be coming back.
Well, with you saying that, you don't believe that they have faith in Will Howard?
Well,
I think you don't have faith in Will Howard.
I don't have faith in Will Howard.
I disagree with you. I do have faith in Will Howard. So, and it's not being team bias. I'm talking about playing ability.
I know you do, but I can't sit here and say that he doesn't have a chance because we ain't seen it.
Right.
It's just, I think the quarterback competition will just, if Will Howard is that one, will just make it better. And plus, you need a good backup anyways. If they do wind up starting Will Howard. So why not grab somebody, throw it a little bit of competition. And then if Will Howard does impress the coaching staff and he gets thrown there with a shot, hey, you at least got somebody to back you up just in case.
Yeah, so the next pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers ain't going to be until the second round. So they got a long ways to wait. They only have one pick in the second round. It looks like they have a total of how many picks? They got quite a few in the 7th round. They got 1, 2, 3. They got the 8th pick, the 14th pick, the 21st pick in the 7th round. They got one pick in the 6th round, and the 35th. They're the 21st pick in the second round.
The Chargers pick is in.
All right, before we announce it, because mine is on a delay, we're going to talk about this room here for a minute. We can always go back because I'm going to show it live when they pick the Chargers pick. So hold it in. Don't let everybody know. Only ones that know are you and ABC people. Everybody else don't know. Because I'm sure that's where you're watching it from. Am I not correct? The NFL channel.
Yep. NFL channel.
All right, so you're watching it from the NFL. So last year they were first in the NFC North. Did I say that right? Did I call? Yeah, AFC North, not NFC North. I apologize. I just threw Pittsburgh Steelers in the NFC North.
AFC. The Pittsburgh Steelers are in AFC North.
I know.
The Chargers are in the AFC West.
I know. I'm going to their depth chart.
With the Chiefs and the Raiders and the Broncos.
So right now, they do not have Aaron Rodgers listed. They have Mason Rudolph as a starter and Will Howard as a second. Now, all that's going to be shook up by the time camp comes. I honestly think Pittsburgh is going to draft a quarterback. If not, probably second or third round. They have to bring someone else in because Mason Rudolph is not the guy.
That's what I'm saying.
So what is this deal that Aaron Rodgers says they haven't called me, I haven't called them? I mean, come on. And right now, edge rusher Akeem Mistor from Miami went to the Chargers. And he is excited. Wow. I think we're on time now, ain't we? Now we're back on the same thing, ain't we? Because yours just announced it, right?
I think he already done announced it. They're celebrating.
Well, they're celebrating on my end. I just heard it on your end, so I'm saying.
Right.
They're now. My voice is now catching up to your voice. You're watching them clap in the room, right?
Yeah, but you're still on the Steelers clapping and stuff. Mine's the Chargers clapping.
Oh. Yeah, funny. What screen do I have on? I don't even know. Oh, it's us. Because I block myself out when I'm viewing other information. So, I mean, I'm looking at this room. Okay, running back room is horrible, too. Jesus, let's just throw up in our mouth. Jalen Warren, Rico Dowell, Caleb Johnson, and Travis Homer. Yeah, Caleb Johnson was a big last year. Wide receiver room. All right, we got DK Metcalf, but he's slowly going. But what I thought was interesting was Michael Pittman joining the Pittsburgh Junior. A.T. Perry, Roman Wilson. Pat Freiermuth. It's about the best thing I'm looking at right now. And, yeah, I don't know what else to say, but good God, what are we doing in Pittsburgh? You think that's why Tomlin retired?
Probably.
I'm sorry. Retire while you can, man. He's got a good job coming up. So now Dallas is going to be the next pick. Who do you think they're going to pick at 23? Who as a Dallas guy, do you think we're going to go and get? Or you're going to go get?
Well, I was hoping. I need to go look at the best available players because there was several defensive players that I had in mind, but I know one of them got picked. So I'm going to have to go back and look, see what the best valuable players are. Because it can't be, I don't think it'll be offensive line because the last 4 years in the first round, we've picked offensive linemen. So we've kind of took care of that spot.
So they got a Tennessee Javon McCoy, cornerback, and then they got a safety guy, Dylan Thurman. Then they got another UT guy, safety Emmanuel McNeil Warren, which would be a good pick for Dallas. I like that.
Okay, so my hope is they get And this is actually from a lot of mock drafts that I've been seeing stuff too. But my hope is they get that Keldrick Fault, the edge out of Auburn, because we need an edge too. So that would be like my hope and who we get. Because I know because I watch a lot of SEC football and I've seen a pretty good bit of him. Since he plays for Auburn, so he's a really good edge.
Yeah, I like that pick. I like that pick. That would be good. But I also see him coming for a safety. I mean, Dylan Dinnerman from Oregon or Emmanuel Bell. Do they need a safety at
I mean, yeah, we could do safety again, or we can go for the McCoy guy from Tennessee, the corner. Yeah, safety with Caleb Downs, and then have a corner. That way, we can keep Caleb Downs as safety.
So, as a Cowboy fan, how do you feel keep finishing second place every year, and now you just picked up like you're gonna go another second place again?
Well, since we're gonna take shots, I think you're gonna feel what it's like to be second place here soon.
I'm not. Wow.
Matter of fact, if y'all don't keep your stuff straightened out, the Giants might pass y'all.
I think your new starting quarterback is going to be Sam Howell.
I hope y'all start him.
No, you're going to start him. He's on your team. You got Joe Milton the third and Sam Howell and Dak Prescott.
Nah, I hope y'all get Garrett Nussmeier and he starts for y'all.
Well, it's like Justin Fields going to start for,
No, as a matter of fact, I wish y'all would have got Justin Fields and he started for y'all.
So your running back room is, oh my God. I don't understand why they got still Javonte Williams as the number one.
Because he's good. Because he actually did pretty good last
year.
But
I think Jaden Blue and Phil Mafia ain't had the opportunity.
Oh, we have a pick.
Oh, we have a pick. Malik Lawrence, edge rusher from UCF. I'm sorry.
He's a pretty good edge too.
Oh yeah.
He was the second guy that I was thinking about.
So let's look at the edges here. On the professional list, where was he ranked? Number one was Falk, who you wanted. And they picked up who? Malik Lawrence. He was on down the list a little bit. Where is he at? Oh, this is done updated, so it's not on the list no more. Darn it. I couldn't tell you where he was at on the list. It's done already been updated.
Wow.
Some places are on top of things. So now the Browns, what do you think? All right, this is where I thought another quarterback would go. And I might be wrong. Let me make sure that we're not on the... Yeah, we're on our screen good. I have to double check because they got commercials going on over here.
I think they go... there's a couple more wide receivers on the board that I'm afraid that they might go after. So, like, for instance, Denzel Boston.
Yeah, from Washington. Omar Cooper from Indiana. Yeah. Zachary Branch from Georgia. KC Conception from Texas A&M. Even Jeremiah Bernard from Alabama. Chris Brazzell II from Tennessee. Malik Fields from Notre Dame, all still available. They could go for tight end. There's Eli Stowers from Vanderbilt. I think if he doesn't go in the first round, he'll definitely go in the high-end second round, and same with Max Clare. I think both of them, you'll see, if not today, you'll see one of them go One of them are going to be picked today, and one's going to be picked in the second round. Them two, just take my word. I don't know which order it's going to go. Either someone's going to draft Max Clare or Eli Stowers, or they're going to be like things. So here, Cowboys pick was in Malachi Lawrence. I'm sorry, I didn't even say his name right.
Well, the Browns pick is in, but it's on commercial, so we're waiting on that.
Yeah. Mine's going through the Cowboys pick. Them Cowboy fans are all like, you know how Cowboy fans are.
Yeah, at least we're not like Eagles fans, and we go in the tree stand with our sisters.
Whoa.
Hey, you started this.
I was
gonna be nice, and I was gonna leave it alone. We were gonna have a good casual conversation, but you just couldn't leave it alone.
We're good now. We're good. It's over. The conversation's over. We're back to the normal stage.
Yeah, sure it is.
See, now you got me so upset I can't even get to the depth charts.
Oh, good grief. So, yeah, I'm still thinking. I'm going to feel so bad if it is a wide receiver for the Browns.
So let's go to the Browns. Is the room still full? They finished 4th in the AFC at a 5-12 record. So right now they got Saunders as number 1 quarterback, second Deshaun Watson and Dylan Gilbert. That's all. Gabriel. That's all they got left in the room. We know Deshaun Watson is just a name on the list. He is nobody. He's not even a second backup.
He's just eating money.
Then you got a running back room that's kind of pretty decent. I mean, you got Dylan Sampson and Quinton Junkins. The other two are just fillers pretty much right now. Then they traded up and they got Jerry Jeudy, which is I think is going to be amazing. But on the outside, you got Isaiah Bond and Cedric Tillman, which are good wide receivers. But Cedric, I've always expected Cedric to do something, but he just hasn't done anything yet. So the question is, do they go for a wide receiver? You got a good point. It's a wide receiver or quarterback. And the
I've always had hope for Cedric Tillman because he showed flashes, but then he would get hurt.
But we both agree it's going to be an offensive player. Do you not agree?
It has to be an offensive player
because their defense is pretty solid.
It has to be an offense. That's what was killing them last year.
You still got Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, Quincy Williams, Carson Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, their defense is pretty solid.
I mean, don't announce it until it pops up on the screen. I'm flipping everybody over to the actual draft.
All right.
I'm just waiting for the commercial.
He's walking up to the podium.
Well, I figured the announcer's fixing to come. So I'm looking at the overall depth chart for the Browns. Wide receiver I could see, but honestly, I want to say not. I still want to shoot for a quarterback, but let's see if I get disappointed.
It'll be a very Brown thing to do to pick a quarterback right now.
I mean, why wouldn't the Browns disappoint us? And it's not. It's a wide receiver, so it's Casey Conception from Texas A&M. So that he now joins.
Staying away from him.
So you now got a loaded. Well, we always had a loaded wide receiver room of mediocre, or not. Let me say this: in the NFL, there's nobody mediocre because we're mediocre. We're not even good. But I mean, on a fantasy thing, he doesn't move into my first round pick.
Nope.
He's not a starter. I would pick some edge rushers over him, and I would probably even go as far as saying I would pick Lemon over him. Because the question,
I am definitely picking Lemon over him.
But I don't think today is a safe day to put Lemon in the top 13 because until we know what happens in that room.
I think eventually we're gonna have to. Eventually,
after it happens in the room, but not tonight.
Because I am worried about Casey Conception due to the fact of this quarterback room. Now, if whoever starts, if they hyper target Casey Conception, and Casey Conception shows he can have all that volume and actually make some out of it, then we can have a different conversation.
Yeah.
But who was the number one receiver for the Browns last year? It was I couldn't tell you.
No.
Actually, it was their tight end. It was Harold Fannin Jr., the rookie from last year. He wound up taking the job from David Njoku and wound up just being good. Wide receiver was? I don't have a clue.
So you're saying, yeah, you're right. Receiving yards, the number one receiving yard was Harold Fanning Jr. He had 731 receiving yards. Outside of that, your next best guy, well, Jerry Jeudy wasn't there last year, but
The
next
Bears.
best guy for last year would have been Isaiah Bond with 338. And then guess who's the next one in line? David Njoku, tight end. So,
Right.
and then
So-
behind him was Dalen Sampson, running back. And then Cedric Tillman comes in at 270. And Quishon Junkins is behind him, and he didn't even play the full season. So, yeah, you're right. I mean, what do you do when you don't have 1,000-yard? Yeah. So
So
we
the
got
Bears,
the
pick
Bears.
is in, by the way,
Yeah, mine ain't up to that yet.
but they're on commercial, so it's
So
gonna be.
I'm gonna let the fans watch a little bit of the Browns action over there. KC walking the stage. Get us off the screen for a second. So yeah, I mean, with that being said, it is really, really tough.
I think the Bears go defense.
They go defense. It's either going to be a safety or nope. Falk is still on the board. That would be a good defensive pick for the Bears.
It would.
I like Falk. We might join them. I got us off camera right now, so we can talk. But yeah, I mean, I can see defense. The best edge, but you got two safeties still out there. You got Dillon. But see, a lot of people don't think Dillon's going to go in the first round. They think Dillon's more of a second round pick. I think most of them are projecting him a second round pick. Is that not correct from Oregon?
And on a lot of drafts, I've seen him go at the end of the first and the beginning of the second.
But didn't they also have the University of Toledo safety, Emmanuel?
It's the same thing for him. The
Yeah.
end of the first, beginning of the second.
But you didn't see McCoy or Terrell cornerbacks going in the first.
Sometimes, but mostly in the second.
What do you think about defensive tackle Caden McDonald?
Honestly, I can actually see him go into the Bears. I can also see him go into the 49ers.
Yeah, because you could see them picking up a defensive guy.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't think they're going for another wide receiver?
I don't think so.
Not this early, anyways.
No, I think it'll be in like the second or third round when they decide to.
But see, let's not forget about Peter Woods at Clemson, or offensive tackle. And I don't like how you said that, and I don't see who went to pick, so I'm looking at it. Hold on, let me put back to our screen.
So the Texans, you might want to refresh your thing because the Texans traded up.
Oh,
And
really?
They switched up. They switched with the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, let me hit
So the
refresh.
Texans are now at the 26th spot.
All right, so I just hit refresh and it still ain't showing it. Oh, there it goes. There it fixes it. Nope, it's still showing the Bears.
Okay, give it a minute because I got it right here on my TV. It's they
Mine,
just traded and Houston is now on the clock since the Bears put their pick in.
yeah, mine's still showing Bears pick in.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
the Bears
Two.
picked in, but the The Texans just traded up with the Bills. Apparently the Texans saw somebody they wanted.
Oh, they
So
traded up with the Bills, you're saying?
yes, correct.
Oh, not the Bears.
Not the Bears, the Bills.
Okay. See, I was looking at the Bears. I was like, it's still showing the Bears.
No, the Bears made their pick. They ain't announced it yet.
Yeah, it's still showing the Bills as the pick. They ain't showed the trade yet.
It should update here in a minute.
Yeah. So let's let everybody catch up to everybody. That's interesting. Rounds. Let's see here.
All right, Rogers is walking onto the podium. Oh, we just talked about him.
Dylan. Yep,
Mhm.
for Oregon. Yep, safety. So that's who they went with. And I think that'd be very positive for the.
That's
Bears.
actually good, really good for them.
So in an IDP draft, he's definitely a second rounder or a late first rounder because he's a safety.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We can actually make an argument and putting him in like the end of the first.
Yeah, around 13.
Mm-hmm.
I could see him going 13. So the Bills are on the clock is what I'm showing, but you're saying it was a trade.
Yes, the Texans are on the clock right now.
Yeah, we're way behind. Mine showing different. Yours is showing different. One's showing on the clock. One's showing them not on the clock. Oh, my head's spinning. Boy, all these delays in broadcasting can really throw you for a loop. Like mine's still on commercials. Yours is already showing a trade. Mine's not even showing a trade. I done hit refresh 3 times.
So the Texans, so in the trade with the Bills, the Texans get the number 26 and then the number 91 pick. The Bills get the number 28, 69, and 167.
Ah. Yeah, so they still ain't refreshed it on either site, so I'm still waiting for that to happen. But they're still showing the Bears pick in, and they're talking about different. So now with it going this far, I don't know if we do see a quarterback because all the teams below. I mean, I don't. Oh well, Miami probably be the only other quarterback need team, but this is too early for them to pick another quarterback to compete in the room.
I think we'll start seeing the quarterbacks go, and it's probably in the second round. There'll be a couple more going in the second round.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a quarterback go until the second round. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I think the only hope we had of a quarterback going, I thought, was Browns. I don't see. I got the Texans on the board now.
There's only one other team I could see in the first.
It'd be Miami.
And it would be Miami. That's the only team I could really see doing it.
I don't see any other team. It would be a total shock if another team on this group picks a quarterback in the first round. A total shock.
Right.
I lose you for a second. But yeah, I just don't see it. Let's see what we got going on here. Go over here to the draft room. I don't know if you went mute or what. I lost your sound.
I'm talking to my wife real quick.
Oh, okay. Seen your mouth moving. I just thought I'd double check. Yeah, so with that being said, I don't see another quarterback going in this round. I'm going to let you guys look at the draft room. Go over here. We see Dylan walking out on the stage from the Bears pick. Texans have traded up to the Bills spot. So now the Texans have the 26th and the 28th pick in the first round. I definitely think San Francisco is going to probably lean for a defensive tackle, but this does move Dylan into a IDP draft position. So I think in a rookie draft, we could safely add him to the number. Trying to get his name copied here. To the 13th spot. So I think
So
I'm going to add him to the 13th spot while we're talking. So I'm going to put him in here, and I'll put him safely at 13 right now.
So the Texans just made the pick, and Roderick Dale is walking to the podium.
Yeah, so I went ahead and added Dylan that got picked up by the Bears. So, wow, offensive guard.
Okay.
And I like Kellen Rutledge. I talked about him from Georgia Tech. Remember? I brought him up a few times. I thought he was really going to be a standout. So I'm happy to see that pick.
That's a good pick.
Definitely needed some help on the
absolutely.
offensive line.
Absolutely.
I'm going to put Chicago right here, CHI. And he is a safety. So we got him at number 13. So now we still got 9, 10, 11, and 12 to fill. But I'm looking at our list as Jeremiah Love is our number 1 overall pick in Dynasty. Fernando Mendoza, number 2 in Dynasty. This is super flex we're going. Cornell Tate, 3. And this could be a fight between Ty Simpson or him, but we got Ty Simpson coming in at 4th because he got drafted to the Rams at 13. And then Caleb Downs, 5, with Sonny Styles right behind him at 6, and either one of them could swap. Caleb Downs, what? Hold on before you said it.
Oh, the Dolphins just traded.
The Dolphins just traded. Okay, I thought you were going to tell me the pick. I was okay. They traded for that pick initially. Oh, Dolphins. Wait, no, they traded up.
So they got the 27th and the 30th pick.
Do they go for a quarterback? Now with
That's
if they do, they'll do it at the 30th.
Let's see, hang on. The 49ers traded out of the first round.
Yes, they did. I see that now.
The Dolphins trade picks number 30 and 90 to the 49ers for pick number 27 and 138. So that means the 49ers should have the 30 spot from what I'm reading.
All right, well, we're waiting for a second. How about we have this little discussion? Who do you put first, Bailey or Reese? Bailey went to the Giants. Bailey went to the Tech. Who as edge rusher would you put at number 12?
I'm going to say Bailey because Reese has more competition
than Bailey
in the defensive line.
Bailey's more of a guaranteed spot.
Right, so I would put Bailey ahead.
I'm good with that. So we're going to put Bailey at a number 12 spot in a Dynasty draft. And he went to the Jets. And that would leave the other edge rusher going into the second round. Would you not agree?
Mm-hmm.
And that would give us another quarterback to throw in this first round because we got a quarterback flex. And whoever goes in the second round, we know will probably fill the late round, first round, depending on where they land. And we'll just have to take a wild guess on who we think will be that guy.
I can concur to that.
But right now, we're just laying out, I spelled Jets, Bailey. That's my specialty. Edge rusher. So I think with the next couple picks, we really, I want to wait on the Miami picks before we say any quarterbacks' names that we would throw in there. And really at this point, guys, when we're doing this top 13, 5 on down is a mixed bag, I think. I think really 5 on down is a mixed bag. It could go either way. Any of them guys can go in any order. I think the top 4, I think we got right. I think Jeremiah Love, Fernando Mendoza, Cornell Tate, and then Ty Simpson. I think that is solid. And how that order goes, we know Jeremiah Love's going to be the 1-on-1. And then after that, 5 and 6 could go either way. Jordan Tyson could run. It depends on who's drafted in the dynasty. But in our rankings right now, we got Caleb Downs, and then Sonny Styles, and then Jordan Tyson. And then we're trying to do this as a group effort. Kenyon Shanique for tight end. I would like to put another tight end in there because I know they'll go in the top thing. And the one I'm looking at is Max Clare. But you might have a different thought. But I also think we need another quarterback.
My other guy was Eli Stowers because of all the projections and stuff, but Roger is walking to the podium with the Dolphins pick.
Yeah, right now I'm showing a commercial and I see who it is. It's a defensive back, Chris Johnson, San Diego State. I mean, I don't honestly see him moving up in the draft board because he got drafted by Miami Dolphins. I can't put him in the 13. He could be down a 2 or a 3rd rounder. In a mock IDP Dynasty league, but I don't see him like climbing the board right now. Really, OTAs will tell the story on this guy. Where does he land? Is he a first stringer? I mean, getting drafted in the first round, good possibility he will be a starter, but that's to be seen, right?
Yep.
So now the next pick is the Bills, right? Or did they trade up again and I didn't see it?
No, right now it's still the Bills. No, wait, hang on.
Hang on.
Wait a minute. Nope. Wait, there's another trade, I believe.
Oh my God.
Yep. Yeah,
well, what channel are you watching? Because I'm getting late news here. For a minute there, I was ahead of you, and now you're ahead of me.
So New England moved up. And Buffalo traded back. So basically, New England and Buffalo traded spots. So now New England's on the clock instead of Buffalo.
New England came back into the first round. Oh, yep, you're right. New England just popped up on my screen. So, all right. So let's look at this and let's try to figure out what is New England after. I mean, they had a pretty good team. They needed some fixing, but I mean, what did they do? What do you think? Offense or defense?
Maybe offensive line.
You think offensive line needs it?
They could use some help, but could be defensive linemen as well. Because we still got Faulkner from Auburn out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, Faulkner's still out there. That could be a good one. I'm trying to sit here and look at it and try to.
Roger is walking out.
So, there we got it. It was offensive tackle. Caleb.
So was offensive line.
Yeah, Utah. I mentioned him earlier for somebody else, but he got taken now. That makes sense. So, all right. So definitely no quarterbacks are going here. I mean, I don't see a quarterback going to Kansas City. I don't see a quarterback going to San Francisco. Do not see a quarterback going to the Bills, and I do not see a quarterback going to the Seahawks. Do you?
No.
We got 15 minutes of the draft. I think the next few picks are going to be fast and quick. I think at this point, I mean,
so that trade that just happened. The Bills traded the pick 28, so they bounced back. That way, the Patriots can move up to that spot they just picked. So the Patriots had to give up the 31st and the 125 for them moving up.
So let's go over here and look at the nice little draft room they're talking about, the Bills trade. So let's see what that looks like. All right, so I'm going over to that room right now. We're seeing what's happening. Dolphin selection, Caleb Loom. So we got 4 more picks, and the night is over. So let's try to plug in our 9, 10, and 11 at this point. Do you think we can safely plug that in, or do you want to wait and see what the next 4 picks are? Because the next 4 picks tell me that they are not going to be climbing into the first round pick for us. Do you believe they will be? And the reason why I say that, and let me give you the reasoning why I'm behind that. All right, quarterback-wise, and being a flex, I know we don't know where he's going, but I believe Garrett Nussmeier, wherever he goes, he's going to be an instant pickup in the first round. Do you not agree or not?
Yeah.
So right now, until we see where they go in the second round, so I'm going to put him just towards the end of the list. I'm not going to put him at 13, but I'm going to add him at 11. Leaving 9 and 10 open, and then on your other tight end, because I believe another tight end will go. And we could change this as we're going, too. So,
see, I could see, so, like, I could see the 49ers also grabbing a tight end right here just because, as much as we love George Kittle, you know, he's been banged up with injuries. He's getting older. You know, eventually they're gonna have to replace him eventually. So why not go ahead and pull the trigger on one?
So if you think they are, then they're going to probably take. You think they're going to go Stowers or they're going to go Max Clare? They always go for the big end tight end too. So.
Or now this is also out of the realm because every mock draft and everything I've seen, Stowers and Clare has been in the second round range. So
who else would they pick other than them two?
I think they would pull the trigger on Stowers, but I also think the 49ers could just really actually go for, like, defense. Especially with how bad, you know, that whole team has been hurt so much.
So you think in a dynasty league, would you have more than 3 tight ends in the first round or no?
I wouldn't have more than 3, no.
So who of the two? See, I'm leaning more towards Max Clare, but you're leaning more towards Eli Stowers. So I don't think we could meet in the middle on that because we don't really know where they're going. Unless one of them get drafted right now, we knew where they were at. It would be a different pick. Now, say if San Francisco did go pick a tight end, like you said, and they pick Eli Stowers, I would then accept Eli Stowers in the first round because the fact that he's going to San Francisco and how heavily they rely on tight ends and the whole, the kill thing, you never know what can happen. But if they, like, say they hypothetically draft Max Clare, I would have to lean more towards Max Clare because that's their sides.
See, the Chiefs could do the same thing though because of Travis Kelce.
Yeah, but they got a depth chart of. I mean, don't they have a guy already on the Chiefs?
Do they?
I mean, the times he stepped up, he's been the guy. So I mean, you got a valid point. I mean, is Kelce ready to? Because I mean, Kelce doesn't get hurt like Kittle does. I mean, there is a difference between the two.
But
it doesn't say can't happen now.
We can't just. It's not a good idea just to wait until the guy decides, okay, I'm done. And then you have to go scurry around and hope that there's a tight end out there. Oh, Rodgers walking out. Let's see what the pick is.
Defense tackle, Peter Woods.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good pick for him.
Yeah, I could see that, but he still doesn't jump in. I would have a defensive tackle this year in the first round.
No, defensive ends get a higher ranking than
So
defensive tackles.
so we're going back to the Chiefs tight end room. You got Noah Gray, which I think is definitely going to be Travis Kelce's replacement. I am surprised that, and I know they've done everything their best they can do to keep Noah Gray. Then you have Jarrett Wiley. He was a decent pick coming out. I don't know much about Jake Stoll, but
If Noah Gray was Kelsey's replacement, why are they bringing Kelsey back then?
because Kelsey ain't ready to leave, and why would you let him leave?
They could have just let him walk, but like, no, we gotta already got your replacement. There's no sense of running it back.
All right, so let's do this real quick while we have an opportunity on the last three picks. You think San Francisco are offense or defense?
I kind of lean more towards defense.
I am too. Buffalo Bills, offense or defense?
I say they probably go like offensive line, so offense.
You think offensive line, you don't see no positional positions they might try to grab?
They could, but they really need help on offense, on the offensive line. But they could also go defense too. That defense kind of needs help after the playoff run they had.
True. Try to get this brought back up. All right, let's see here. Back to the NFL site. So let's see. Power rankings.
The Jets made another trade.
Wow, the Jets jumped up. Now that made it more interesting. Do they go defense
Yep.
or offense?
So the 49ers went out,
Yep, they
and
traded out.
now it's the Jets.
So the question is, what do they get?
They're picking three
So
first round picks.
this went from Denver to Miami and San Francisco now to the Jets. This pick has been held by 4 different teams.
So the Jets traded up the San Francisco spot at number 30. So the Jets gave up the 33rd pick and the 179 pick to move up to the 30.
Yeah. So I'm looking at this like,
All right, the pick is in. Let's see what it is.
Oh, I'm curious. I'm gonna swap over and let everybody kind of watch this, because it's the Bills. Oh, that's saying the Chiefs picks in. So they still ain't even. I'm so far behind on mine. Let me see if I got mine. No, mine's saying live.
They went receiver.
They went wide receiver. They went Omar Cooper from Indiana. Okay, I like that. I think that's a good pick. Now, I actually put him, since he went to the Jets. I would say he could go possibly first round. What do you think?
Yeah, I could
Omar
see
is
that.
good. So Omar, I could see kind of jumping ahead as a high potential pick in a dynasty league. So I mean, I don't have a problem with putting him at 10, and that just leaves one open spot. Do we put a quarterback in it, or do we put a tight end or a wide receiver? I think at this time we need to see who else goes off the board, since there ain't that many more picks to go. I don't think a defensive player jumps in the first round anymore. I think what we have listed for defense is the only defense that goes in a dynasty draft for rookies. I'm dropping Omar. Oh, we have Garrett Nursmeyer already at 11. So we already did put a quarterback in there, but I don't think another quarterback would go in the first round in a dynasty unless something major happens in the second round, or OTAs say that someone's going to be starting over somebody else that we didn't expect, kind of like a Tyler Sowell or something kind of situation. I mean, Tyler Sowell was a guaranteed start because he was drafted in the first round, but still, there's a question mark. Was it not?
Yeah, he kind of had to wait his turn until Spencer Rattler kind of just figured out that he couldn't take it, so that's when they put him in.
All right, so guys, we're not just ranking offensive players here. So
There's a trade, by the way.
Another trade.
The Titans have moved to the 31st spot now.
My God. Boy, there's a lot of trades going on. I'm glad I didn't make that conversation with you.
So the Bills moved out of the first. Again. And now the Titans are back in the first round with the 31st pick.
Yeah, neither one of my sites have updated that yet. You're like way ahead of me still for some reason.
And the Titans pick is in, so I shall see if you catch up.
No, mine's still showing the Bills. We are. Oh, I just messed up on here. Hold on. I actually made your screen go white.
So they must really want somebody to move back in the first.
Yeah, they really wanted someone. So at this point, I mean, who could they be going after? It's not a quarterback.
Probably could be defense.
I think Kendrick Falk would be a good fit.
Yep. He would pair up really well with Jeffrey Simmons.
Or best available.
Could be safety.
So they say best fit right now is Kendrick Falk, which I could see that. Or Jamal McCoy, which would be your next best pick. Best available. So
they could get that safety from Tulane or Toledo.
That could be another one. That could be another one. So it's going to be interesting. I think I have me off mute. Make sure I'm talking. Let's see here.
Let's see what it is.
Yeah, I think we're caught up because we're showing the Jets room and the Bills picking. But the Bills have done trade it. I don't think we're going to go to commercial because I think they're going to announce it. Because we're running out of time. So I'm going to flip over to the draft room and see what's happening. So anybody in our group want to see, well, get us to flip over. Hold on.
Yep. That's who it is.
Kendrick Falk from the edge rusher. I still wouldn't move him in the first round. He'd probably be a second pick.
Be in the second round.
Second round. Could possibly break the 12 or 13 pick. But I definitely believe David Bailey or one of the safeties would go before him in a Dynasty IDP setup. So
now, unless there's another trade, it's the Seahawks.
And I think the Seahawks either go for a tight end or a defensive player. What do you think?
Yeah, I can also see them go offensive line because they lost a couple people there.
So right now, best fit.
But defense is more of a route that I'm going for.
Well, best fit would be Desnell Boston, wide receiver, or defense, high end, McCoy. I honestly see Desnell Boston couldn't pick, but maybe round 2. I don't know. That's a. Their needs are running back, edge, cornerback. They definitely wouldn't go for a running back right now. Caden McDonald would be a good one. I don't know if that'd be too, or safety and now McNeil Warner. I mean,
I think they need some safety or corner help. They need that help.
Well, if they go corner, then they need McCoy. If they go with safety, they need Manuel. So they have 2 great picks. Position rank, McCoy is number 2. And Manuel, his position rank is trying to bring him up. Well, they don't have safety needs, so they're not going to draft safety. They're not listing safeties as a need. I think it's either going to be a running back, edge, quarterback, OT, or wide receiver. And I honestly think it's probably going to be either Desnell Boston or Jamoy McCoy. I think those are the two honest picks that I think will actually happen. I would love to see McNeil Warren go, but I now see Manuel going in the second round and not the first round.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to get a safety or corner because they lost a pretty good people in the safety and the corner department in the free agency on the off season, so they're gonna have to get that spot filled up.
All right. Well, before they fill that spot up, who do you think we should put at number 9? We're going to go ahead and throw a tight end or a wide receiver.
I think we still just need to leave that door open for the tight end.
All right. So which tight end? Either one. We'll just say Max or. Since we
Just
can't.
put both.
Yeah,
Just
we're going to
put both, and we can fill that in once we figure out where they go.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna both agree that we're gonna go ahead and name both. You're going with Eli Stover, and I'm going with Max Clare, and I think that's fair. So I'm gonna bring our list over so everybody can see it, so they can understand where we're at on the dynasty level. And I'll put Max Clare next to him. And show everybody that real quick. Trying to get this typed up because the show's about over today, guys. The last pick is coming in soon. It's not showed up on my screen. I don't know if you can see it yet or not.
It just shows they just finally put the pick in, so it hasn't been announced yet.
Yeah, see, mine ain't even showing it. Mine's still on Kendrick Folk for Tennessee Titans. So mine ain't even showing Seahawks yet.
So they didn't trade out, so they actually picked.
So I'm going to hurry up and try to get this typed out so we can try to find. I lost it. Ugh. Expose my tongue to the world. Take us off of that.
All right, they're about to make the announcement.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
No, mine's not there yet, so that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and switch back to us. I'm going to get this typed in real quick. So we can go over our top 13 and then call it a night. Because we're going to announce who it is in just a minute for the Seahawks. And this has been fun. Another great live watch. I'm marking this up right now. They ain't put it out there yet, have they?
No, he's got a special guest on there with them, so he's doing a lot of talking.
All right, that's giving us time to get our little thing out.
All right, they're about to announce it.
All right, so while they are doing that, All right, so they went with running back for Notre Dame, Jardine Price. So do you put him up in the top picks or no? He's second round pick because he ain't going to be the starting running back.
See, that's tricky because we know Zach Charbonnet is coming back from a serious leg injury. And by the way they talk, Zach Charbonnet may come back sometime in the middle of this, like probably come back and actually start playing sometime in the beginning or the beginning of the season.
You're already selling me on it, so I am moving him now to the.
I think it's a good idea if we just put him in it.
Yeah, well, what I want to do is take the tight ends out. Because right now
then
we
need to take him out then.
We know where he's going. He's a running back, which is high end material. When you need running backs are always needed, and we know he's a high potential chance of starting because of injury right now. So I'm adding him in. To see, this is why I was hesitant. I mean, the tight ends were like a safety net, but
and plus they drafted him in the first round, so that's some high. Even if it's the 32nd pick, any running back that's being drafted in the first round, that's some high capital for running backs.
Right. So that's Jardine Price that just got drafted. And I am going to flip the screen over so we can see this one more time before we close out the night. I'm going to pop this up and get you guys to see the whole list that we have for our top 13. So I'll put us right on top of everybody, so now you can't even read it. But here we go. Now we got it. So the draft was interesting. I thought it was great. And in that time, me and Austin went ahead and put in our top 13 for right now until OTAs and all the rest of the NFL stuff happens. And if the NFL draft is ending for tonight, round 2 will start. Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Yeah. So we got Jeremiah Love, number
round
1.
2 and 3, for a matter of fact.
Yeah. So our number 1 pick right now is Jeremiah Love, going to Arizona, and then Fernando Mendoza, Las Vegas quarterback. Then 3rd pick, Carnell Tate, Tennessee, wide receiver, and then our 4th pick would be Caleb Downs, Dallas safety, and then the next is Sonny Styles, Washington linebacker, and then Jordan Tyson for the New Orleans Saints, wide receiver number 7, Keenan Shea going to the Jets, tight end, Jardine Price, Seattle, running back, and then number 10 is Omar Jr., Jets, wide receiver, and the only free agent that hasn't been drafted yet that we have in our first round order is Garrett Nussmeier, because it's a quarterback flex, so we're going to have, we know one of the second round quarterbacks are going to be in that round, and that's where we're at for right now, and that's subject to change come second round. It really depends on who gets picked and where they go. I do believe the Browns are going to pick a quarterback before the end of the draft. At what point in time, who knows? Garrett Nussmeier, and I think Pittsburgh will be too. I think Pittsburgh's another team that will probably grab a quarterback or reach out and get a quarterback, because who knows if Aaron Rodgers is coming back. Then we did put an edge rusher in our top 13 because we do believe edge rusher, because in a dynasty, someone's going to need an edge rusher, and I think the top edge rusher right now would be David Bailey too. So he went to the Jets. I think that's a good spot. And then Dylan Thiemann is our rounding off our 13th pick for first round, and that's Chicago safety. So I hope you guys watched, enjoyed the show. We gave you guys a little bit excited to see 2 running backs from the same team get drafted in the first round. That's unique. Jordan Love and Jardine Price both played for that team. I'm going to go ahead and flip it back to us. So let's get back over here. And that was it. That's our live watch. So tune in. We'll catch you guys. I don't know if we're going to do another episode this weekend. We'll probably get back with you next weekend and go from there. What do you think, Austin?
Yeah, that's all right with me.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.